J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Good to be back. Man, I'm wore out, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of stuff in this past couple weeks, man. But the one thing about traveling is that it should give you a good perspective on life and where you are in life and where you want to be. Have a little appreciation for things and get grounded and reframe your mind and things. And travel sometimes can be relaxing and refreshing for some people. I did have some of that for me, but because of things I got to deal with health wise, I mean, not that I'm in the worst health in life, but whew, traveling on the plane and all this sitting around and stuff wear me out. I ain't gonna lie to you. But overall, it was a good time, fun, interesting. It is good to be around different people in the sense they got a different outlook on life. Sometimes, you be around everybody here is always about money or a status, or they lie and cheat and steal and things. And don't get me wrong, it's that everywhere in the world, but the culture isn't always like that, and everybody ain't all up in their own stuff. I get it. Everybody, we all are the star of our own life in a sense, but people ain't thinking like that as much, at least not there, which is good. Hell, you can see a nice woman in the middle of the road selling Doritos or something with the cart. They ain't thinking, as you all saw in my one video when I was in the city, whereas she probably have been, I'm too good for that. Look at all of this and all of that. You think I'm going to be selling Doritos? Whereas, people just do what they got to do and live life, man. Everybody ain't all up into all of that stuff, It was good to see pretty much, I mean, seriously, 99% of people there, well, women especially, I'm talking about, but they're just regular. Like, they don't have on a bunch of makeup or, eyelashes and, the whole body kit. Even the big girls and stuff, they still nice and they got a man. They be walking down the street holding hands and everything. And it just was just a different environment. And the guys there, they ain't all about how much money they got or trying to be flashy or telling this or telling that. People are helpful, nice. I mean, just overall, it was just a different culture, though. I do miss, a lot of aspects of being back home. For one, speaking English. You speak English? Although a lot of my Espanol was coming back, man, I kind of like want to keep it going. I don't want to forget any of my Spanish, I might just go to Mexican restaurants two times a week just to keep it up. But man, it is it's just a different vibe, man. People try to be helpful, respectful. It ain't all about what you gonna pay for or money or something. I give somebody a $20 tip. Damn, they damn near pick my ass up and carry me to the car or something. You know what I mean? It's just, they do anything for you, let alone if you give a tip. But this was a different vibe, man. Different experience. Just very cool. I got a few stories to talk about and things, but overall, man, I don't know, man. It's kind of got some bad parts in the sense that the last time I was there, it's been a long time now. It was the year 2000, so no kidding, there's gonna be some changes, right? But prices and things were much cheaper. I mean, I guess that was a long time ago too. Prices were cheaper everywhere in the world, I'm sure. But comparison, prices were cheaper compared to where I was in America to now going there. Whereas now, damn near everything is the same price. Food is a little cheaper. Now, if you want to get a nice house, I mean, I was looking at houses that were comparable. I mean, they may have been a little better than my house that I live in. Not that I live in a great house, but I live in an okay house, a neighborhood. And if you looking at trying to be in a nice house in a nice neighborhood, you're gonna pay damn near the same price. Some of them were more expensive than my house. So the idea of having a place there and a place here, I can't afford that. Outside of my range, you got to be balling. And it is a lot more what they call expats, which are Americans that live there. A lot more. One of them had the nerve to be a Trumpty Dumpty supporter, and they talk about illegal immigrants and immigration in America. While they over there getting to immigrate over there to another country and be taken up and living in their place and stuff. And they were talking about, well, it took me 5 years to get this. I mean, it's people been here for over 20 years. They still can't get it. Not for lack of trying. We have an overcomplicated system that benefits off of keeping people allegedly illegal, which that's not a crime. Actually, you don't go to jail. But I ain't gonna get into all of that. But it is kind of messed up because people like that are coming with money and then they're spending money, which pushes all the prices up on everything, basically gentrifying an entire country. And then have the nerve to be talking about stuff when you come ruin where you are, then come ruin another place and gentrify. And then if you try to tell them, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about politics or religion. But then these the same type of people that have beliefs and things that go about destroying stuff. And when we were talking, one of the things that was funny to me, I didn't say this at the time. I should have. But, we were at a dinner. And these are people my mom know. Of course, I don't know all these people. And, everybody's entitled to do things they want the way they want to do things. I agree. But I do need to know who I'm sitting there with and who I'm having dinner with. That's just me. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. You can believe in whatever God you want to believe in. You can do whatever, but I just need to know who I'm sitting with. Allegedly, what is it? One finger, two finger. Allegedly, people like Bill Gates, they talking about they only had dinner with somebody. They didn't know this. They didn't know that. How you be having dinner with somebody you ain't asked no question? Why would you keep eating with somebody you don't know who they are? I mean, I eat with you. I mean, that don't mean I need to know your life story and stuff. But I mean, you could be a damn drug smuggler or a damn arms dealer or anything. I need to at least know some clues because me sitting here with you can possibly implicate me in your beliefs. People might think we birds of a feather flocking together eating dinner. Anyway, it wasn't that deep, don't get me wrong, but maybe I'm just wild, but I do like to know who I'm sitting with. anyway, I ain't gonna try to convince you of everything and believe this or that or start preaching to you this or that. Cause hey, you should know who I am. It ain't no secret. But the world is changing, Anyway. Let me get to some of these comments, y'all, and then I'm gonna put the link in a little bit so we can talk if everybody want to talk, chop it up a little bit. I did plan on going live more often while I was there, but man, my mom boy, she stayed so far, like an hour away from the Panama City in this suburban area. It's really nice and stuff. And yeah, she does have internet and things, but the connection and try to do this and setting up stuff, and I just didn't want to be lagging and going through some stuff. So then half the time, by the time it's 8 o'clock, I'm already passing out, laid out. So even if I tried to go live a little bit sooner, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. I ain't want to fall asleep, be like, hey, bloop. Might have actually went viral, got some views, but but when I was in the city, I did do that live stream just to get a little taste. It's a lot of traffic. I wouldn't really want to drive there. I mean, I guess I would because I realize that's a good thing about traveling. You get to know yourself a little better too. If you are self-reflective type of person, at least I know I am. And I really, really do miss control of my life in a certain way, Like I like to order the food that I want to eat instead of somebody ordering it for me or just bringing me something and be like, well, here, try it, eat it. Like, well, what is it? Let me order this. What about that? And then what? I'm ungrateful because I'm damn near what? I'm 48 years old this year. I turned 48 years old. I know I don't look that old, I'm getting up there, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, damn, I do like to. And if I don't eat it, then I'm ungrateful or unappreciative or I don't like this or that. Like, I don't like that, and I don't like to do that to other people. So I don't like that to me. And it could be different people and it's out of appreciation and this and that. And I get it. But like, I like to order my own food. Am I wrong? I like to drive myself. I always like driving, but for a period of time, I'd say about damn near 8 years, 9 years or so, maybe even longer than that. Nah, maybe shit, I don't even know. But it was a while, at least 8 to 10 years, that I didn't drive, although I did have a car, but because I didn't work and didn't really do a lot, I didn't drive after my accident. I wasn't scared. I just, I just didn't, it wasn't interest to me. And man, did that time fly. And I look back and I regret that as well, not driving back again right away, because driving is a lot of bonding time that I could have had with my son and taking him places, doing things. We could have went other places, Chicago, traveled more, all of a lot of things we could have did more of if I would have started driving sooner, which I wish I did, looking back on it. And anyway, I get tired of riding with other people and they driving slow, merging in the damn expressway at 20 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour or something. I'm like, oh my God. Ah! Just about to have a heart attack in here. Anyway, a few other things, man. But overall, it was all good, man. It's just it got me refocused on a few other things in life. And not to say these are the most important things, but you know, I do miss those things. I'm glad to be back home. I can get in one of my cars, and not that I really got a lot of places to go, but I can do and go wherever I want to go. May not take that long or do whatever, but hey, it works out. And so, you know, I do miss that and appreciate that. And I miss my bed. Man, I miss my bed. Not that the bed was bad. It was a nice bed and everything and all of that. It wasn't wrong with that. But like, I can adjust my bed. I got a sleep number bed. I ain't gonna get into all of that and get them no free advertising. But I do like to be able to raise it up and lower it and adjust all that stuff. So, I'm a little spoiled with that. I miss that. A couple other things. But again, overall, the time flies so fast, and when you doing so much and you tired, you gonna crash regardless. You know what I mean? So that was cool. It was nice with the weather, and even when it rained, which it did rain a lot, not a whole lot. It wasn't their rainy season. Their rainy season would be similar to like winter time here. Instead of snow, to rain a lot. But the rain didn't really last long, rain for a little bit, then it stopped. And because we were in altitude in the mountains and things, it would rain more often. But when we would go down lower, it would be a lot more chill. So that was good. And the food, man, oh, so fresh, so good, man. I was taking like little poops, like baby poop. It wasn't no boulders. I'm like, dang, boy, this is helping the digestive system up in this piece. You know, Even going to their fast food restaurants. Although I didn't go to McDonald's, I did want to go because the last time I was there, again in the year 2000, I went to McDonald's and got a filet of fish sandwich, and it had a bone in it. Now, if y'all know, McDonald's ain't got no dang on bones in no filet of fish sandwich, but it was a real bone in it. Like they caught that filet of fish swimming that morning and breaded his ass. I'm like, what? So I did want to see if they still got bones in their fish down there, but I didn't. Now, I did eat some fresh fish. My mom, they caught some red snapper. Not my mom, but she go and they caught it fresh that day and we ate it, and the damn it looked like what? Heathcliff, Garfield, which one eat the fish? Eat the lasagna anyway. It still had the head on it and the tail, bunch of little bones, but it was good. It was good. But shows one of my friends a picture. He was like, "Oh man, I wouldn't have been able to survive down there." A white guy, but he cool as could be, man. Good friend of mine, and I feel him. But you get hungry enough, he might have ate that damn head off. You get hungry enough. But anyway, Ambi Bambi, what's good, Mama? How you feeling? Yeah, it's been a minute. 2 weeks. Total Recall. 2 weeks. Ain't you supposed to be coming to church? When you gonna be? Didn't you say you gonna come to church? I ain't seen you. You might have saw me and ain't say nothing. You spying on me? Man, this is a good drink right here. I'm giving them some free advertising. Anyway, Damian Kinney. Who else but you? What's good, fam? Hope everything all good. My brother hit me up on Discord. He say, Jay, what's up, man? Got to check in. Let me know you made it safe. Appreciate you, man. You was worried about little old me. I ain't thinking people will remember or pay no much attention, but yeah, man. I made it. It was man. Oh my goodness. I got some stories about that though. Why when see that's another thing too, man. I don't like being manhandled. People grabbing me, picking me up, trying to throw me and do this and lift me up and do this and pick me up. I'm like, hold on, man. Just put this here. Let me do this. Well, we got you picking me up, throwing me. I'm up here. Eh. I'm all in the matrix and shit. People moving me around and pushing me. Oh, I can push you. Let me push you. Let me push you. This is all with the airport stuff. Let me push you. Let me push you. And I got a little motor I can put on my thing or whatever. I'm like, no, I got it. Let me do. Well, we push you. Okay, go ahead. And this damn wannabe refugee ass, he pushing me all fast up the ramp and things. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just trying to be calm and woosah or whatever. And so I'm sitting here while he pushing me, and this dude walks away. After you've been pushing me for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, he walks away. But the problem is he was behind me. I didn't know. I'm just sitting here. I'm rolling until I'm about to roll into these seats. I'm about this far away from the seats. Then I grabbed the wheel. I was like, hey, man, what you doing? I don't hear nothing. Then I see him about to hit the damn chairs. I had to grab the wheel like, hey, man, this dude, you punk mother, your ass done walk, boy. Drive-by mode. I'm tearing them ankles up. Dude, he talking about, I didn't know. I thought you knew. How you thought I knew? You just walked off. You didn't say nothing. You could have been like, all right, sir, here you are. I'd be like, oh, okay. Then I could have stopped or did something or whatever. You just walked off silent, left me rolling off a crash course. I think I got it on tape too. Because my damn X-ray specs was working. Where they at? This thing's pick up a lot of stuff. There's some good and bad with these. I bought these Meta glasses right before I left, so I kind of had to learn on the fly how to use them. I got the ones with the tint, because some people get the clear ones. I don't like the clear ones, but when you recording, I realize no matter which ones you get, because at first they had the little visor ones and shit like RoboCop. And I was about to get those at first, like the football players, Patrick Mahomes, but that kind of looked kind of corny to me. And I don't know why I be thinking I look cool or whatever, because I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to look regular. But when you record or take pictures, a light comes on. So, and if you block the light, it'll stop recording. Ain't that something? These boys kind of smart. Here's an example. Let's see. See, there it is. Now it's recording. And they only record for 3 minutes and then it'll cut off, but you can start again and record. But, I guess 3 minutes is a nice amount of time for recording and stuff. Then if you but then the battery runs fast. It's supposed to last for a long time, I think 8 hours or so, but that ain't if you recording in HD for 3 minutes at a time. You're gonna be down real quick. Now the good thing is that this case actually is a charger too, so if you like keep your case charged, you can put them back in the case, then it'll charge it up. But maybe they doing the combination of keeping it doing that, I don't know. But it was pretty cool that way. Now, the one thing about these is didn't nobody know what the hell they was in Panama. Nobody. So I recorded all kind of stuff, but it wasn't no freaky deaky. But people wasn't like, "Are you recording me? Como tu llama de recordo?" Anyway, it was all good. Good time. And I gotta go and do some editing so I can share my discoveries. Amber, you say I feel like it's like that in other countries once they get here. it turns into greed and who is better than who. I know, right? That's what we call being Americanized. Even Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy Raw say he go get boom foo foo with the bone in her nose, come over here. Next thing you know, she gonna get Americanized. I want the half Eddie. I want the half Eddie. I want the half. So you never know, man. Hola, ¿cómo está? What's up, B? How you doing? Muy bien. E2. Nah, man. Panama is great, man. If things was different for me, I might have came home with a senorita straight up, man. Now, when I was younger, my mom, I actually introduced me to a couple, and I did, but women were different in America still. They weren't as the way things are today, so to speak. And so I wasn't really trying to invest time and energy into bringing somebody from another country to be with me and stuff. I'm like, I can meet somebody here. Why go through all of that? Whereas now, with the culture shift and all kind of other stuff, it's definitely something that could be more appreciated. Now, with me and my situation and things, I ain't trying to do all of that. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a priority for me as it once would have been. Baby, I don't know. It's- but maybe I gave up on some of that, I guess. Just like I kind of gave up on, at least in with technology and people, I gave up on that helping me be healed again and walk or something. Unless Jesus come and say, "Come on, brother, let's go." It's been a wrap. And the reason I bring that up is because when I was first injured, it was a stem cell clinic in Panama, and I really wanted to go there and try to make it work and things, but it was a few obstacles at the time that seemed that it delayed me. So for the first thing, and yeah, to this comment, yeah, Panama is definitely a passport bro destination. I saw a few. I think they were passport bros. They were single on the plane, and I don't know. But what's good, Larry? How you feeling, my brother? Good to see you in the comments. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this link in there in a second. And appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you, man, for the likes and support. Miguel, you say you miss me, man. I appreciate it, man. I missed y'all too, and chopping it up, chatting with everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and put this link in for those that do want to chat. And what I was gonna say is that so when I was first injured, what is this? Branded welcome for guests. What? They've been updating this stuff since I've been gone. But I learned about a place. It was a stem cell therapy place in Panama, and it seemed promising, but it was a couple problems that initially held me back. One, they don't take any insurance. You got to pay up front. And at that time, 15 years ago, it was $25,000 cash money. Is an army, better get a navy, okay? And so I'm like, damn, $25,000, man. Whoo, that's a nice amount of money. I ain't had that. And then secondly, you'd have to travel there and you'd have to stay there for like a month because they'll give you the stem cells. It took like multiple rounds. You'd have to stay there for a month, go through all the rehab with them and stuff. So that would have added up even more. Now, it was also kind of far away from where my mom stayed, but she had visited and checked it out, and she told me she wasn't sure about the place. It didn't seem like it might be on the up and up. So I guess that was kind of three strikes, and I was discouraged. But I did look at their website and things, and I saw stuff, and I remember seeing this one woman who had been injured for 10 years, and then she went there and got stuff done, and she was like, I got this back and the sexual function back, and da 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 da. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, damn, 10 years? I ain't gonna never be injured no damn 10 years. I'm gonna be back on my feet in a year. I really thought that. Cause even though I knew better at the time, I still was delusional because we all are the main character of our lives, and we all see things that happen and you think, well, that ain't gonna be happening to me, or that can happen to me, or I'm gonna win the lot. Whatever you think, you always think of yourself a little different or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, that ain't gonna be me. And now it's gonna be 15 years. 15 years. Wow, 15 years. So, anyway, long story short, I did finally go there when I was there, and I got it on video. It was all the way at this. They moved. They were in like a resort type area. Now they moved, and they got like two locations. And we went to one. We actually went to both of them by accident. But the first one was the actual lab or clinic, and then that's where we wasn't actually supposed to go without an appointment. But then we went to the place where they do all the stuff and set it up and sell it. And I talked to them and stuff, and they like, man, we don't normally work on somebody that been injured that long. And then they like, yeah, it still costs, and you got to pay up front. We didn't even get to the amount. They didn't even want to tell me. And and so then they was like, the reason why is because your muscles is probably dead or whatever, which my muscles and my legs are not dead, I don't believe, because I could still have spasms enough to push me back, like throw me back, or if I was in the chair or something and had a spasm, it could damn near stand me up. But, you know, still the money issues and other things, and I'm getting older now. I was only 33 then, and now I'm damn near old man. And so it is what it is. I've kind of accepted the situation, try to make the most of it, and like I say, if Jesus want me to walk again, then there it is. If not, it is this my so-called cross to bear, I guess. Like they say, shit happens, right? You got to make the most of it, though. Everybody can have something go wrong with them, or a health issue, whatever the case. It may not always be as visible as what I may be going through. So, we can easily say, why me, or be in denial. I mean, my father is a great example in my life of how not to do things. And he's in denial of his life and condition. And it's just really sad, because if you would accept it, then you can then move to understanding, and then moving on with doing what you need to do to make the most of your situation. But if you don't accept it, and you're in denial, then you'll keep having incidents and situations over and over and over and over again. And every time you act like it's a surprise, or you don't know what it is, or da 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 da. And it's like, no, this is your situation, and your actions affect the outcome. If I'm always falling on the floor, but that's because I'm not using my equipment to get in the chair or get in the car properly, how can I sit here? Is something wrong with me if I act surprised and it's a I act like it's something new. Like, use what you're supposed to use and do what you're supposed to do. You can not have yourself in these situations. I got my man Damian Kenny. I'm bring you up right quick, my brother. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. Uh Miguel, you say, yeah, that video seems like it took y'all a long while to get off that express. Man, it did take a long while to get off that expressway, man. That was, boy, that's one reason why I kind of ain't tripping about not driving there. I wasn't in a hurry to drive there. Don't get me wrong, especially not my cars, because I like my cars. Even though they just cars, I'm past all that. I get a nice car. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, don't eat in the car. Watch your feet. Don't do." Come on, man. It ain't that deep. Halima was good, but I do miss driving, but not there. You know, I appreciate it, fam. Zoom by the Commodores. I'd have to hear that. I don't even know that by name, to be honest with you, bro. Straight up. Let's see. You say nice. You love the red snapper. I know, right? I like all snapper. Eat some of that snapper. Well, you say one McDonald fillet of fish sold in America had a worm in it. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know, right? Yo, Jay, that Raising Cane teaser hit. I ain't even seen it. Dude, I ain't even know they dropped it. See, I ain't had cable. Only thing I can see is Netflix and YouTube. And that's a whole nother issue, trying to use a VPN and then trying to use an eSIM and all this stuff. Man, that stuff wasn't working for me like that. Straight up. Yeah, man, that chicharron. My mom, man, I tell you, man, they eat a lot of pork in Panama. A lot. A lot. If it ain't bacon or ham, or they brought me a big ass piece of, no, that was beef. Dude, that big hunk of beef or pork. I don't know what it was. This thing had about a layer strip of fat around. I think it was some kind of, it wasn't light though, it was dark, so that's why I think it was beef. Anyway, it had a thick strip about this thick of fat, about this long. I'm like, damn, why you ain't cut this off? Why you put this all together on the plate? I had to cut that off like a mug, boy. Straight up. Man, they eat a lot of pork and no turkey. I try to get turkey and stuff, man. Ain't nobody got no turkey. Not a no, not like how we can get, like, instead of ham, turkey or something. No, and going to the restaurant, they were looking at me crazy. I will say, boy, damn near everywhere you look, it is some fine people there. I wasn't really looking at the guys, but I will say, because I had a friend of mine ask me, because I was telling her about the girl. She said, do she got a brother? The guys is in good shape, at least, and respectful and things. So, you know, it is what it is. Hey, you say I look cool with these, man. I appreciate it. I try. I'm bringing in my man Damian Kenny. What's good, fam?
Hey Jay, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Well, you were missed, bro. You were missed.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. You all were missed too. I miss talking with everybody and chopping it up and all of that. And definitely got a lot of stories to talk about, some videos to share. I haven't done a lot of editing though, but now that I can get in the computer and do it a little better, I got a lot of stuff to try to put together, make it interesting. So, you know, Shout out to Larry. He said start a GoFundMe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not the same, man. And now that it's not a new thing for me, you know what I mean? And it's just, you know, it's all good. I wouldn't. When I first happened, GoFundMe didn't exist. We did try to raise some money, but it wasn't as easy. And we raised about $5,000, but that was like so far away from even getting the surgery and stuff. So I ended up having to use that money for getting the house and things set up, make it easier for me and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I wanted to really be able to get back together for while my son was still younger and stuff and things. And but now he's grown and gone living his life. So it would be more, I guess, for me. But then at this age and stuff, I'm like, man, what I'm gonna do? So,
Invest it back into your business.
yeah.
Don't you got the app going? You got the vending machine going?
Yeah, but I
Don't
don't
they
need
need
my
push
legs
money?
for that. I don't need to, I don't need my legs to do that. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the only thing I need them for now is to be able to run and get the hell out of here. With the AI robots come in the next year or two, or I need to go live in the sewers like a Ninja Turtle to avoid the mark of the beast or something. You know what I mean? Other than that, I mean, there ain't really much to really do for me now. I mean, I don't know. I could just be saying that, but don't get me wrong, it would be nice, but then what would I have to go do? I don't know. If, like I say, the Lord wanted to happen, then it'll be done to glorify the Lord. Other than that, I guess it ain't nothing for me no more. It is what it is. I done reworked my mind already into doing other things without that ability. So yeah, it is what it is. But it would, would have been nice, but whatever. Anyway.
So you were saying you were with mom, and mom's a cooker.
Oh yeah.
So what was she had going on?
Man, what didn't she have going on? So, and this is the craziest thing is like mom's is like she turned 89 when I got there for her birthday.
Mm,
Yeah, the 15th is her birthday. And it was a lot of her friends there that's both from there, but she got to like because at one point, because she like me, she don't never stop working damn near. She finally did a couple years ago, but she used to be like the liaison between the American expats and the Spanish people that live there. So they'll have like a home, a vacation home there, and she would make sure the grass is cut, it's maintained well, nobody breaking in, all that stuff. And they would pay her to manage the home. So she had like 4, 5, 6 places she would do that for. And so she don't do it anymore now, but she would do that. And so she met a lot of people like that way and from New York and Texas and all over. And they all are similar in age or whatever, but when I learned at her party, she the oldest one.
mm.
And she looks at least 10 years younger than some of them,
It's the diet
I guess.
and the food. The food. I mean, if they're living there right, but they still have that processed diet. You
That's
know
true.
what I'm saying?
Well, they don't live there. That's the difference. So what you were saying, they come as they vacation home, so they'll probably spend at best a couple months a year there, at best, whereas she lived there full time. You know what I mean? And that's her main diet and stuff.
Mm.
So, and then by her always being active, never really stop. Even now, man, she gets up at 6 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
talking about some breakfast. What?
That's good. Don't break her routine.
I
Tell her what you
didn't.
want. Tell her
I
what
ain't
you want
breaking.
and tell her to wake you up.
Nah, that's the part I was trying to break. Don't wake me up now. You do you.
No, I'm saying. She asks you what you want for breakfast. You tell her you go back to sleep. Wake
Well,
me up.
no, she gonna make me eat it right then.
That's fine. Just wake me up and I'll eat it.
Right. I eventually she know that at 10 o'clock I'll be ready, which is still kind of early for me because they were trying to get me up, and I really don't get out of bed damn near before 12 o'clock, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like 12. Why you get up so late? I'm like, where I'm going? What we doing? I ain't got no
And
clock to punch. Where we going? If it's something to do, we going somewhere or something. Okay, let's do it.
I'm
But
thinking she had something for y'all to do because she knew you were coming.
well, we did, but not that early every day. But they was just trying to, I guess, see why I get up so late. And I was just telling them like I don't get up that early. Plus, I'm more of a up late person.
Mm-hmm.
So I may get up at 12. I may take a nap at about 6, and then I'll be back up at about like 9. And then I'll be up from 9 to probably like 4
Mm-hmm.
or 5 in the morning. Then I'll be sleep to about 12 or 8 or something. Then I'll be up because of a few things. It ain't how I always was, but ever since being injured, I've been that way. For one, it's hard for me to sleep straight a long period of time. I'll wake up in pain, and that makes me move, which I was complaining to the doctors when that happened. And they like, well, at least you won't get, bed sores and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I can't get 8 hours of sleep straight though. But it is what it is. And they were right. I don't get the sores from that. Although from sitting up a lot of hours, that is where I get it on my damn ass. So, but anyway, it is what it is. I try to do what I can. But yeah. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of the party. Hold on, I'm looking through here now while we talking. I got so much damn footage.
So was the steak you had, was that from the dinner that y'all went to?
The steak. What
Or the
steak?
pork?
That pork. Yeah,
Was
she
it
just
pork
made.
steak?
No, I don't know what it was. I think it had fat like pork. So
It could
my
have been a
mom,
pork steak. You
it
know,
could have
people that got into that over here down south.
been pork
It's
steak.
the food trucks in
Uh,
Alabama, Mississippi, I think some Texas, and it could be here in Georgia too. They done got in there making them pork steaks, and them mugs
yeah.
are like big. They like porterhouse steaks, T-bones, but they pork. And
Oh
the thing
wow.
of it is, they're the fat they cut the fat off, but you have to tell them to. And really, when they cut the fat off, they deep fry it.
Mm.
And some of us were raised on that deep fried fat. We eat that
Uh,
like
chicharron.
strickling.
Yeah, they did like potato chips.
Yeah, like
They got
strickling.
that
It's
there.
called strickling.
It's called what?
Strickling.
Oh, I never heard of that name.
I might be mispronouncing it, but some people they down south, they know what I'm talking about. But
Mm.
yeah,
The Mexicans have big strips of the fat hanging in the Mexican restaurant neighborhoods and stuff too.
yeah, it's a delicacy. That's
Yeah,
why I was thinking that I'm thinking they brought that over from Mexico, they brought it over from Panama. Like
yeah.
some people,
Spanish countries use that a lot. I mean,
yeah,
they got that in Panama. I wasn't eating it. My mom did give me a pack of instead of Doritos or something. She gave me a pack of chicharron. I'm like, man, I passed it to. So
Pork
this lady
rinds.
here, pork rinds, right? But it
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
said chicharron on the package.
That's the national. That's
Not the
the
name,
national animal.
the name.
Yeah.
But this lady here, so that's my mom, and then this the lady that works to help her, like a home help aide, and her name is Anna. She's a really sweet, nice lady, and she about 55 years old or 52 or something.
Hmm.
My mom 89 years old,
Mom
still.
looks good, man.
Oh, yeah,
She looks
she's
tall.
she's still well. Anna's short as can be.
Mm.
my
I
mom,
thought she.
my mom probably like 5'5".
Okay, so Anna like 5'2", 5'1".
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She like 5'2". She do look tall right here next to her, but no, they ain't that tall. They little shorties. But but she's still standing up straight.
Yeah,
She not
that's
bent over and
beautiful.
stuff. Yeah, she be
That's
still.
beautiful.
Yeah, they be working and hunched over. Anna is real nice and sweet. She can make some good eggs, boy. If she come and knock on my door,
Huevos.
yeah, well, they desayunos. That's breakfast. You tiene desayunos? I'm like, see. And she say, what do you want? I say, man, it's some huevos con queso and papa fritas or
How
she'll
did she
make some
make them?
bacon.
How did she make the egg?
Man, I mean, I don't want to, make it seem like it was super different, but I think what it is they were fresh. Like, for example, this is the thing I respect, man. And maybe this is where it's in my blood because my mom is a hustler too. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying, she used to, in her old age, find a way to make extra money by, managing those people property or whatever. Well, it's always somebody with a hustle, and like I see like people selling the snacks in traffic or whatever, or I saw a dude with no legs selling lottery tickets or something or whatever. Like they all got something. I saw two women, I got it on video too with my glasses. And I've seen this a couple different times. They would go like by a grocery store or different places, and they got eggs like just selling eggs, fresh eggs, and they'll have like the carton of eggs, the tray, and they'll have those are like the tray that holds like I think like 32 eggs, and they'll have them like stacked up like three or four, and you can buy as many eggs as you want, fresh eggs they got
Mm-hmm.
like that day. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's no preservatives, nothing. It's not even refrigerated because you actually don't have to refrigerate eggs unless they've been pasteurized and gone like in other countries, they don't have eggs in the refrigerator. I think
Mm-hmm.
even in the UK they don't even refrigerate their eggs. But over here, we transport so much and do so much that we gotta, basically heat up and pasteurize and preserve everything we have. But those eggs were fresh, and then I think she was putting in this one butter that I forgot the name of it, but it had like some spices and herbs in it or whatever. And man, that butter was good, like some chives and stuff. I don't want to say spices and heat spice, but just some flavoring or whatever, different stuff. But man, them eggs were just fresh, man. Like they
Mm.
was just picked. Yeah,
Yeah.
and just the food is just fresher. And I will say she cooked the bacon good though, because it wasn't hard and crunchy, but knocked my damn teeth out. But yeah, man, where would you see people? And these ain't no raggedy people either. Like some of these women, let them be over here. You think I'm gonna sell eggs by the grocery store?
You will if you got the hustle. These
Yeah,
kids out there selling water. What you talking about?
I know. But these women were fine though. That's what I'm saying. But
It's
they don't look
it's
at stuff
because
like
it's
this.
because women like that use their looks to get men to do that. So you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
won't have to do it. If they stand out there long enough, somebody gonna come and say, "Why don't you come over here?"
Hey,
Sinbad said that.
yeah,
Sinbad said a woman can be homeless. Somebody gonna say, "Hey, you stop pushing that cart and get over here."
Yeah, but that's the problem in America. A woman will be talking about she don't need no man while she live in a tent. Like, yeah, you do. Stop being mean and get your ass up in here. For example, we went to the grocery store and it was these nice ladies. They, you know how if you go out to a bar or club, it used to be like girls or bottle girls, they trying to promote a new liquor or something like that. Well,
Hmm.
these girls were promoting Takis,
The chips.
the chips. And this, let me show you this video. I actually videoed this. These girls, let me tell you, they didn't have to be promoting Takis. But it's so, and I don't want to keep talking about women so much, although I do love women, so I mean I can't help it.
Dang,
But
them Takis is worse than pork rinds.
it probably is. I don't eat
Cause
them.
them Takis got to come out. They going in, they got to come out. And it's gonna be hell.
I don't eat Takis, so I don't know, but I do sell them. But boy, look at these ladies here. I like that. Them almost made me fall. Look at the woman just walking past. I hate to there where you look. Nah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, little mama in red, bad.
I know, right? Look at her
No,
right
I'm talking
there.
about little mama in red. That's your mother.
So slow as you. I like that. Them almost made me fall. This woman here, nice, beautiful hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Lady right here, look at this. She just chilling. Somebody be all over her over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This woman
Oh,
here,
Jay,
what?
there's this I don't know if she's Puerto
Look at
Rican
this
or
woman walking past.
Panamanian. I think she's Dominican, but her name is Angel Fernandez.
Mm.
She is 6'8".
Oh wow. She from the Amazon.
Yeah, she is an Amazon. She her she said her grandmother about 7 foot
Oh man.
and her mother 6'3". Her sister about 6'3". But she's on the you know Drewski, right?
Yeah.
Drewski got that Could Have Been Love show. They
uh,
in season 2. And
mm,
she's on there. She's something else. But she's
right.
very fine. She's a good looking woman. Young woman too, in her 20s.
She kind of big for me though. She had to carry me around in this
And
month.
she has a deep voice. But
I be
she's her own woman. You know what I'm
uh
saying?
right.
They got
Decent
her up in their
guy. She
house.
had me right at her little area.
Me too. Sitting or standing. Sitting or standing.
Right. But what you was gonna say? She did what?
I'm just saying she's a very attractive young woman.
Oh
And
yeah.
she is very young. She's still in her 20s. But I'm like, this lady look like she need to be in the NBA or the WNBA or something.
Hey, I know, right? Yeah, I'm pausing it right here for y'all ladies. Look at this, a Panamanian man right here. Look like a regular brother. He was at the barber shop. He was helpful, nice. You know, they got good guys there too for y'all ladies if y'all want to be passport sisters.
So you did go and get a haircut?
Yeah, that was the thing my mom really wanted to do for me. I'm like, it's no really nothing to do with this. This is easy, and I don't really go to barbers for that because they don't never do it right. They
Okay.
they don't get it close and smooth all the way. It be
Okay.
always a stubble. You got to go in a different couple angles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paying you for that, and I could do that with I literally do it with my eyes closed a lot of times. Like, I mean, what? You just keep going till it's all smooth. It ain't like I need to be really looking, but they did do a good job with the beard and stuff like that. But you know, the one thing that I did see is this woman on the right. Can you see the mouse on the screen?
The mouse pointer. Yeah.
Yeah. So this right here, this woman, I got other videos, but this woman, yeah, she was a baddie. And she wasn't no skinny girl, but still. But she was doing feet pedicures, and
Mm-hmm.
they had a massage chair over there and stuff. And I didn't even know it was a massage chair, but I ended up going over there and get a pedicure and stuff. That's the first time I ever had that in my life, but it
So
was
this
actually
is
pretty cool.
so that is the hair salon, and
Yep,
they
this
selling the clothes out of there.
yeah, just like in the hood, huh?
Okay,
I
okay,
actually
yeah,
bought a shirt out of there, and I bought some hats. I bought some Panamanian hats. So
yeah.
when you
But
see,
they got a rack in the store.
I know.
Here we got Hustle Man. Hustle Man be all
Ah,
up in that mud. He got everything. They ain't got no
yeah,
clothes rack up in that mud though. But Hustle
I
Man
know.
got everything.
Hey, they got a clothes rack right over here too. Let me see if I see. I know I got different videos of it, but yeah, see, I bought a shirt from right here. This is a sign in the way, but this is
Hmm.
all clothes right here. Then they got products over here to the side. They had all of this stuff here. These hats up here, and then over here, that I bought this hat right here, and I got a green one. But that thing kept a lot of sun out my face. But my mom took me to this. She got mad at me because I didn't want to go. But I didn't say I didn't want to go. I just didn't believe in it. So it was an idol of I don't believe in idol worship and statues.
But they had a patron saint,
Exactly. And so
Catholic.
exactly. And so she took me to this place where it was this black saint that was there that the boat crashed and he stayed. She told me the story. I don't remember it all, but anyway, they built a cathedral and they built like a little shrine with him laying in there, and people we went there, which that was a long drive, man. It was nice, but I had this big ass hat on and it blocked a lot of the glasses recording it.
So it
But
so the patron saint wasn't there. It was just a monument for him.
yeah, I'm gonna show you the pictures. But she kind of she kept, and then one thing with my mom, I love her to death, but the difference, I don't know if I do this. I don't think I do this to my son, but if I was like, he climb trees. Hey man, you gonna get lost in them big ass branches, Larry, trying to climb up in that tree. The big girl, the girl you talking about. But
Nah, I risk it. I've seen her. I would risk it.
I
I know.
risk
I know what I was getting into. It's not your fault. It's mine.
it. Yeah.
I,
Who is this
soon as I
Castle
heal up, I
Dragon?
want to come back.
Whoever Castle Dragon is, that's exactly where that idol saint was in Portobello. They must Castle Dragon 78. That's the same year I was born. You. Who are you? They may be one of my cousins. Anyway, I'm gonna look for the picture and show you. But look, I'm not gonna hate on if that's what you're doing. I just don't agree with it, so I won't do it. But then she'll keep saying, "Go ahead, go up." I'm like, "No, I'm good." Then coming, "Go ahead, you gonna go up there?" I said, "No." You want me to tell you again the reasons why? Nope, nope, nope. Like, why you do that? Anyway, let me show you why I'm looking. I got a lot of pictures of this barbershop. Here go one picture of me after the. This is blurry though. This after my cut. I had
How
to put.
much did it run you?
She paid for it, so I don't know, but I think it was $20.
That's lower than it is here in this country. Really, they
Uh,
doing 25 now.
Man, he did do a razor blade lineup. I'm trying to look cool. My belly was hanging out. No, not really, but
Get the green in it. Got the green in
I put on my
the
little LeBron,
base.
the Arnold Palmer LeBrons, the LeBron Palmers.
Mm-hmm.
I never wore it. They actually right here next to me. I never wore these. I've had these for about 4 or 5 years. I never wore them
Mm.
until I went there. I was actually the reason I wore them because I was thinking about selling them and putting them on eBay. I need to downsize. Somebody bought my damn Pelly Pal and then sent me a message and said it was by accident. Could I cancel the sale?
No.
I should have said that, but I gave them their money back. I shouldn't have did that, but you know what? I've bought something on accident and messaged somebody, and they canceled it for me. So I was like, man, go ahead with your little punk ass.
You gotta put your disclaimer on there now. All sales are final.
It's on there. It was on there then.
Well, you a
It
good
was on
dude
there
then.
then. I just,
You a
man,
good dude.
I'd hate to. Well, I don't want nobody to have a bad taste in their mouth, but
Man, they could get it to somebody else. They know they got some nephews. They know they got some nephews, some little cousins.
that's true. That's true. And it's been hard to sell it now. And now it's starting to warm up.
How much you was selling it for?
$350.
350.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is a lot of money. Like I say, you
Like,
still a good
wait a
dude, though.
minute.
You a good
Okay.
dude, huh?
I'm laughing because you like, wait a minute, that is a lot of money.
Yeah, man, that's grocery money right there.
I know. I needed that though. But here, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'll show y'all on my eBay, which I'm gonna start to put more stuff and be more active on here because I got a lot more stuff that I want to get rid of. The only reason I put this at that price is because I just bought that not too long ago, a couple years ago. Damn, how do I? Oh, this ain't even working now. Anyway, I'll have to come back to that later. It ain't logging me in. I ain't about to be messing with this all right now. But I did put the pictures on there of my receipt when I bought it. I paid $450 for it, or $480. So, you know, I ain't necessarily trying to pay charge something that I ain't paid myself. And like I say, it's new. I only worn it one time. And the reason I don't like it and want to get rid of it is because I don't like the way it looks with me in a seated position.
Mm. You don't want to
It's
be
just too
sitting on
much
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
you don't
then
want
the
to sit on
wheel rub on it and
it.
stuff. And it's
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, you got to stand and have it draped down a little. It's a jacket
Mm-hmm.
type of thing, but yeah, I'll do this right quick while I can pull it on my
You want to
phone.
preserve it. Don't want no wear and tear on it. I
Yeah.
understand it. Yeah. Mm.
Now let's see. So we can see.
Yeah, I think you showed that before. And
Yeah.
it's all in just getting the look to go with it.
Hmm. I put the receipt on here. Let's see. It ain't show it. Anyway, that's probably why I ain't show it. That about a blip. Let's see. Oh, here it go. Oh shoot. What in the world? Anyway, here we go. So where it say the date at?
See the date, Monday, 13th of December, 2021.
So that ain't that old. Ain't like it's been in collecting
Mm-hmm.
dust for years.
454. Yeah, you knocked it down over $100.
There it is. So, damn, this upside down.
No, it was right side up. Now it's upside down.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
and you have it. So, hey, if I could make it look better, I would have kept it if I was like standing, but I don't want to be bunched up in it. So, I figured, man, I'll give it to somebody else. Well, not give it, but give it a deal at least somebody else, and they can go on and do their thing. Be better for them. Oh, here go one picture. I got a lot of pictures of this barbershop. I ain't realized this. That's dude hooking it up.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw him when I was outside of this casino waiting on moms. And he walked past and he was like, "Hey, I'm the barber." I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, man?" He was cool though. We talked for a second. Ladies, there you go.
So what was your first meal back?
uh, man, what was I don't even know. Since I've been back,
Mm-hmm.
uh I ate something I had here in my freezer, but I went to Chick-fil-A and then I went to this one spot. They had some shrimp fajitas. This woman was sitting there with this man selling flowers in the parking lot.
There you go. Zoom in, zoom in.
He said, there you go, zoom in. She just selling flowers in the parking lot. I'm like, Mamacita, give me all them flowers.
Yeah, and this round about that time, but Valentine's.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, that's where it was. These are my early pictures because it's closer to Valentine. I actually did buy some flowers for her and from her and Anna. If I bought them from her and I bought them from my mom and Anna and gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
I did take some GPS screenshots too when I was there. So show where we was is like, damn, this is all the way over here. This is where my mom stay. This is a hotel or restaurant named Hawaii.
Okay. Okay.
And she stayed not too far from the ocean over here. Let's see. Go to the next one. This is where we was all the way over here. And man, Panama is humongous, man. It make you, man, the world is big. It seems small within technology, but like, man, you could be driving all over the place, man. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the world is big, man. Very
Yeah,
big.
I've been to Puerto Rico, and
Mhm.
Puerto Rico is not a big place, but it's big enough.
Right. When you
Like
land, it's big. When you're on the ground, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
like like you on your live, and I was saying like they have traffic jam so much that our tour guide said his parents met in a traffic jam.
Wow.
And I'm in my 20s at the time. My tour guide was 40 something,
Mm.
and
Damn.
he said his parents met in a traffic jam because they have so many traffic jams. We went all over the place. We had a restaurant by the beach. We could see the ocean. And while
Mhm.
we were in the restaurant, we went to a local artist,
Mhm. I can believe
painted
it. Hell, I'm
home.
about to wipe up Dorito, mama.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can believe it. This show how far away. This is Panama City in the airport. This is the airport in Panama City. This
Mm.
is a small local airport for private planes and helicopters and stuff. But to really fly in, you'd be at this airport. To drive from here all the way to here, oh my goodness. It takes a long time. A long time. Man,
Was it from Panama straight to Chicago?
it's long. Well, it's not as long as that. Like, I think from here to Chicago, it'd be like at
No,
least
I'm
two.
saying your flight plan. How was your flight plan?
Oh no, I left from Indianapolis. If I would have left from Chicago, I could have got a direct flight. But then the problem is I'd have to drive to Chicago and then leave my car and get a hotel. And then when I get off the plane, I gotta drive all the way back. And so that's kind of defeating the purpose of
Hmm.
the
Okay.
direct flight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm be putting
Okay.
myself
So
in 3
so your
hours.
flight plan had a stopover.
Yeah, I actually was in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. I could see Manhattan from the airport, and that was on the way back. On the way there, we stopped at Houston, Texas. I was about to hit up Steve. No, but actually, I didn't really have much time at either of those because the flight landed or left late on both times or whatever. So I had to like just they hustled me from one spot to the next each time. You know, I ain't really have no time to really sightsee or nothing. You
Mm.
know, or talk too much. I took pictures of this so people could get an idea because a lot of people think when I say Panama, they think of Florida because you know America done took names and food and everything from everywhere. So if you say Panama, they mostly think Florida, but no, we damn near in Colombia,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Right at
Central
the border.
America, damn near. I mean,
Cartagena. You,
actually, Panama used to be part of Colombia until the United States got them to go revolt and get their independence, only
mm,
because of exploitation reasons, because it was more difficult to build the canal when it was with Colombia. But once Panama became independent, then they could deal with them and build the canal, which was done. And,
mm-hmm.
you know, rest is history, as they say.
Did I see the city of Cartagena? You know
Uh,
that's Fat Joe's last name.
Don Cartagena.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe. Yeah, Don
I,
Cartagena.
I went to his folks from there. I thought he Puerto Rican.
It's actually supposed to be pronounced Cartagena.
Mm,
He say Cartagena,
mm.
but it's actually Cartagena is how they would pronounce it. But you know, it wouldn't have sounded as cool in a rap song. I'm Don Cartagena. You want to know you a hater? I don't know, but yeah,
Speaking of Steve, man, I know encouraging warrior she gonna hate she missed his line.
I know, right? Where my
Mm-hmm.
encouraging warrior and Steve at?
You stopped
Uh,
over in New Jersey. That's our home state.
hmm Who is this? I got pictures. Here goes some pictures of my cousins. Well, yeah. Let me before I do all that, let me get back to where I was talking about that. What you call it? I was gonna show some pictures here. So here go a video of my mom. I don't even know. These are people at the party in her backyard. She had a party for her birthday.
Like the slide.
They were doing. They did do the electric slide. Actually,
Hmm.
actually
Mom
did.
living good. She got a pool.
I know, right? She did. And when she moved here, it was just a one bedroom, one bath, and just dirt everywhere. Nothing else. She built all this up since she been there. I mean, it wasn't even grass. It wasn't even
That's
grass.
beautiful, man.
Yeah, now she got what? 4 bedrooms. She enclosed the top and got a upstairs, and she enclosed got a pool, got a bar area. She did a lot of work. This might be an electric slide right here, man. So, this guy in the white shorts, this guy in the nice man. He, my mom got an SUV, and so, but he switched my mom's car with his car. He got that big option, so that's his Blanca. She's
Your audio
basically
chopping up
okay, can you hear me now? Is it sound better now?
just a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, he switched cars so I could ride a car. It was
Mm,
a launch, but you know, it's a lot easier than me trying to get into a SUV. So, but I
that
do
is.
miss my ride, being able to put my chair in and stuff. Because here's the thing: people are trying to be helpful, and I get it, but I've had too many things happen with the chair where they try to put something on or do this or do that, and then it's broke or it get stuck or whatever the case, jammed or something get ripped, and then they go, Anna, she got cute for the party.
Mm,
And then next thing you know, what I'm supposed to do? Because then if it's broke or the wheel is this or that, they can say they sorry. They can mean it, but it's
But
just
it'd
too
be
much.
hard to get it fixed.
Yeah. So I like to, when I'm with somebody and they helping, just bring me all the stuff to my seat and then I'll put it together. And that is helping me. That is helping me. Some people want to do more and help, which I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. But the risk outweighs the reward. And
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, nothing happened or whatever, but just the extra stress of something might happen and was tweaking me out for a while. And so, but eventually, we got the system down packed. But I miss my system of doing it myself and this and that and all of that. But I guess that just goes with my independence and things of wanting to do stuff or whatever. It remind me of did you ever see Pain and Gain? The movie Pain and Gain with The Rock and Mark
Mark
Wahlberg?
Wahlberg, only a little bit.
Man, that's a good movie. It's a true
Anthony
story
Mackie
too.
was in it too.
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, that's a real good movie. Saks Fifth Avenue, Saks Fifth from Power, Shane. That's his wife in that movie that was with the what you call at the end. She was with the porn guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up killing her on accident. Anthony Mackie by sticking that tranquilizer in her.
Mm-hmm.
They killed her, but that's Shane's wife, Shane Johnson' wife, from Power. But yeah, man, that's a really good movie. But it's a part. You remember Monk, the TV show Monk?
Yeah.
Anthony Shalhoub, Tony Shalhoub. Well, they beat his ass real bad in that movie. And it was a point where he was trying to eat at the table with this detective, and he dropped the biscuit on the floor, and he like, I got it, I got it. Ah! And he was struggling to get the biscuit. He like, eh, trying to pick it up off the. If you see it, that part is funny. But they was just looking at him like, "Let me help, let me help." No, no, I got it, I got it.
Well, he was in a neck brace somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, he was all messed up. But it kind of make me feel like him sometimes, like, but I don't be struggling that bad though. But I get it. You try to do your thing, but I'm gonna let him pick up that biscuit though. But here's one of Anna's beautiful daughters. She had a couple daughters there. She
How old
didn't.
is she? She in her 20s?
Yeah, yep. I think she was
She,
like late 20s or early 30s.
she looked like a baby.
She got a sister. They damn near look identical.
She got on braces.
Yep. They got good teeth, man. I saw a
Sure.
lot of people with braces and stuff there. I'm like, damn, man, how much the braces cost here? Because a lot of people was getting good dental care.
I'm on my way to getting some braces myself.
You and me both. I got an appointment with my doctor. I ain't gonna be braces, but I'm about to get my teeth resituated
I got
because
mine coming up on next week. I gotta get the
it's
bottom. I gotta get the bottom done because I gotta get my front tooth. I had a crown. It came out after 20 years. I'm trying to get that back. They
mm,
say, well, wait, you gotta get your bite fixed first. We
that's
put
kind
we put the crown on, your teeth gonna be hitting it, it's gonna come out. So we gotta get your bite fixed first and then put it in.
that's kind of what my issue is. My teeth have been shifting a lot from the last 4 or 5 years, and they said it's because I'm getting bone loss. I'm like, what? How the hell? So I gotta get all kind of stuff done now pretty soon. And damn man. My teeth were real nice not too long ago. I never had cavities in my life or any of that. And now with aging, I'm like, what? What can I do to prevent that? They like, nothing. We telling you what you gonna have to do. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe this. I shouldn't have got another car.
Yeah. And these celebs, they just go out and get veneers. Seen Plies took all his teeth out and got veneers.
Yeah.
T.I.'s son, 22 years old. This dude running around with veneers.
Who, King?
Yeah.
He's 22?
I think he's 22. He can't be 23 yet,
We
but
gonna
he's
talk about
22.
that beef with him and 50 Cent too before we get up
Yeah,
out.
that he went low. He went real low. But
Hey,
some
but
people, but
you
that just
gotta
show
go
you,
low.
man.
You
That just
right,
show
you
you.
gotta go low to cut somebody like 50 like that. I'm not, advocating beefing with nobody like that, but these YNs, man, and then at the same time, you is talking about his mama to his face, so like then you basically hoeing him. And like what you supposed to do with that? Especially when you young. He ain't like he 50 years old, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
he'll be like, man, this dude do this there, man, whatever. Da 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 da. Nah, he young and he like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? Who you think you is with your old self? Da 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 da. And then what he said about his moms and this and that and stuff, yeah, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing.
King done put out a track. T.I. done put out a track. T.I.'s upper son done put out a track. His second born son put out a track. 50 ain't
Mm.
said nothing. They said 50 just screw up this IG.
God damn. These are my cousins. Now the girl in the middle, how old do you think she is?
15 to 25.
That's a big ass range. She's 17. She the daughter of Jessica, who's on the right.
Yeah, I ain't want to miss it. That's why I said she looks like she in her teens.
I
She
thought
look
she
like
was
she in
like
her teens.
20 something, like 21, 22. Now her hair, she took out her braids, so she was
That's okay. That's her hair. That's her
That's
hair.
true.
You know how many women run around here bald headed?
That's true.
Like,
All the women in Panama, they for the most part are very close to all natural. They don't have a lot of makeup on. They don't have fake eyelashes, which I will say, if you are a young woman, you could have fallen into that trap because once you put on fake eyelashes, when you pull them off, it normally, from what I heard, pulls out your real eyelashes, which
mm-hmm,
then you kind of in a cycle of having to wear them because now you don't got no eyelashes. I mean, it probably is
mm-hmm,
hard to grow back. I don't know. I ain't looked into how your eyelashes grow, but after you put them fake things on and then you pull them off and you do that more than once or twice, you probably have no more natural eyelashes, and therefore you stuck having to wear that the rest of your life, which I'm
mm-hmm.
sure that's very happy for the people that sell that stuff. You
Have you seen that Sexy Red clip? It went viral.
she's so nasty. What did she do this time?
Sexy Red, like she was in our hotel room. She was saying, once I take my wig off, I'm done. I'm not gonna do nothing else. I'm in the house.
Right.
When I take when I take my wig off, I'm not going back out. I'm done. I'm in the house. I'm taking care of
Me?
my kids. I'm doing whatever. She was in
Um,
our hotel room. She took off her wig. Her stocking
Fright
cap was on. You know what I'm
Fright Night.
saying?
How many kids she got?
I don't know. I think she has four.
What?
I think she has four.
How
I
old is
could be
she?
wrong, but I think she does.
How old is
Sexy
Sexy
Red, she in her late 20s. She like 25, 28, somewhere around there.
Red? Wow.
But you can look it up though.
Okay. Castle Dragon. You say nah, you ain't family just been out there a long time. Okay. Yeah, I finally found the pictures of it now while we was talking about old Sexy Red. Which I think Sexy Red is a op, to be honest.
You ain't the first person that said that.
Nah, no. No, I ain't dropping no gems.
Kanye Kanye said she's been promoted to take Nicki Minaj's spot.
I think she a op too. Whether she started as one or not, I think most of these female rappers in one way or another, not just the female, but since we talk about them, I think they are, especially the black women, they ops, and it's horrible because it projects to the world a bad image of black American women, and they already at the lowest point in society because the black man is all that really would love and respect them to the fullest, and the black man has been pushed out of that and messed up to the point where they don't really support it as much as they used to overall, and therefore they kind of left hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And you know and then when you have somebody like that as the representative, so other people think all black women about is poking out their booty or doing some freaky nasty stuff or sex or dancing, and that's just not a good look because that ain't the truth, of course. And then she can't rap. Like all her stuff is like shock value stuff. She ain't really rapping. I mean, I can't really give an honest assession because I
Yeah,
haven't
because I
listened to
mean,
her.
I ain't really listened to her stuff, so I don't know.
Right.
And
So I
then
say
it's
that.
like Young Miami. She said a dude got to make 100K to get somewhere with her.
But that's the thing. That's the problem. And I say that's an op because if you look on different videos on YouTube or TikTok, it's a lot of women that have that mentality now, and it's not realistic because how many men make 100K in America, really? And then if you go down, how many of them are single? And
Hmm.
then how many of them are black? And then how many of them would want you? And what would you bring to their life? What could you do other than pop it? They got money. They gonna have everything. You can't really add to their life. And then they wonder why those type of people hit it and quit it
Hmm.
because you don't bring any value. You're not bringing the value you could bring is being supportive and listening and helping with be a help meet, as the Bible said. You know what I'm saying? And if all you talking about is another expense, pay for this, buy this, take me here, do this, do that, then you're just like another thing for him to enjoy. And when he done with enjoying, he'll leave because it's a liability. You cost and you're not providing anything really. And if you tell them that, just like I saw a video where this woman was saying something like that, and then he was like, well, if he paying all the bills and doing this and that, do you have to tell him to do that? She like, nah, he already know what need to be done. Okay, well, if you with him and he asking you to not dress this way or to do this or do that, do you do it? No, and this my body, my right, this and that. He like, well, so he gonna pay for everything, do all this, but he can't even tell you don't wear this because it's too revealing. He can't even. He got to remind you to cook this or do that or clean this or do that. But you don't have to remind him to pay the bills. They don't see it that way though.
Yeah, they look at it as the man's supposed to provide. The man is supposed to do this off the rip. He's supposed to come with that.
He is, but they don't look at what they supposed to do.
And
So if he is there and he's doing what he's supposed to do, what are you supposed to do? And are you doing it or do he have to remind you and ask you? You don't have to remind him to do these things because that's what he's supposed to do. He know his role. What about you? What's your role? Do you know it? Does he have to tell you? Why he got to tell you? You ain't got to tell him. So it comes down to they're not actually on the level of that person that they trying to get. That's like how I'm talking about, like you told me about Big Girl, Amazon, and I'm trying to get her. I would be unrealistic for me because I'm not on that level. I know. Why would she want some old person like me and that's it? Like, she in her prime doing this and that. And then what if she want me to pay for this or do that or try? I couldn't do those things. So, like, I know my role. I know my lane. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, man. Some people, they get into this and they think they're the prize. A prize is something that you win. A prize is something that you are given after you've accomplished something. The Nobel Prize, the NBA championship, an MVP. You getting a prize for something you did. So if you a prize, then you know he done did whatever. He got the prize. He gonna move on. Like it ain't nothing that you gonna be sitting there keeping around, keep getting and obtaining. But that whole prize mentality is messed up because that means that you are special over the more special than this person, or you better than this. Just like a man think he the prize, then that means that he is gonna not value his partner. Because I'm more valuable than you. I'm a prize. I'm special. I'm a trophy. And if you look at that, then how can you find a partner? Because you're the prize, so you don't get two prizes. You're gonna get a surprise. Anyway, this women right here. So the way they sell lottery in Panama is they already have pre-printed lottery number tickets. It ain't like here where you go and tell them your numbers and then you get what you want. No, they have people that actually sell lottery in the streets. I guess they buy the tickets in bulk, whatever tickets they want that's pre-printed. And then in certain areas, they go and sell lottery tickets. And when you go to buy the tickets, you go through the numbers and see which numbers you want. And as you see, they got women, nice looking women that just selling lot. Now, old girl in the yellow. I mean, it's old and Jemima lineage, but no, but to all fairness, man, they out there hustling. Even the cutie, even though she look a little old in the face, but still, they out here hustling. They selling lottery tickets. Everybody, they don't have that attitude of I'm too good for this, or somebody else should be doing that. All the things that a lot of American men and women do. I used to have talk to people and they'd be like, I ain't doing this. I am that. I'm like, what I ain't gonna do is be broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's where I draw the line now. It's a lot of things that I would not like to do and prefer not to do. But if it come down to me being broke or homeless or living in a car or whatever, I guess I'm about to have to do whatever X, Y, and Z. I didn't change my priorities on that. So, anyway, that's a big difference. As there go my mom looking for lottery numbers. Ended up, this is my friend that I met there in the black shirt. My mom know him. Damn, what's his name? I can't think of it
He's an
right.
expat.
Nah, he actually is Panamanian. What was it? Nelson. He was the one driving. He actually is a driver. Like how we got Uber drivers, although they don't have Uber there. But or if they do, we didn't use it. But anyway, he drives, and so she knows him, and so you know how you can have somebody number and they'll come and drive for you instead of you. You know what I'm saying? Come directly to you. Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
what she was doing, and he had come and drive for us. But he ain't cheap. But he was doing a lot of driving. He would drive all day, but he want like $150 a day.
Mm.
I'm like, damn, that's kind of high. We got to watch where we going, shit. But he was a good driver or whatever. See how my hat blocking half of this?
Yeah.
You just see some little tickle bitties hanging out of there. It was what, 1:30?
Y'all are still on the Eastern. Y'all on Eastern time or what time was Panama on?
Yeah, it was Eastern time zone. Yep, Eastern time zone. Here's the car we was in, the Hyundai Elantra. I think he was asking me, do I want to take the car home or buy it? Nah, I'm good.
It wasn't his car.
No, that was that guy Luisito I was telling you about. He switched cars with my mom, and he was using her car why we used his. But I mean, Hyundai's, anybody that got a Hyundai, shout out to you. Good luck. But they not built to last. And they definitely ain't a cool car to me. But you know, it gets you from point A to B. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at this. This is like how they got buildings. People live here and stuff in the hood and different stuff. So people in America be talking about they from the hood or this or that. Nah, you ain't lived in these spots. I got some downtown videos too, boy. You'd be like, oh snap. We went to Cologne, Panama as well. Boy, they ain't got street lights working. The traffic was wild hundreds, boy. Wild, wild west, man. But here, this is going into the church with the dang priest, the black Jesus. This church been here for a while. I asked her how long. I think they said like a 100 years, a couple 100 years. I think a couple 100 years. This church been here. It probably was redesigned, but going in this church, they had all kind of birds flying in there and stuff. Black Jesus. Hold on, we'll bring it back. So I got one picture. Let's see. Bienvenidos, the Nazareno. Nazareno. Jesús. Jesús. Boy, coming in. Huh? I'll tell you one thing. My mom can walk, boy. She's a walker. Look at she already down the damn thing. She be moving fast, man. Damn. She be moving, man. Look at her.
Get all the way down there.
Man, that little old lady be moving, man. Now, this is it right here. He's inside this little box. I'm trying to get a full view of everything, but they got him in this box, and people walk up and
So
pray.
that's not his body. That's just a figure.
That's what I believe. But then over here, they got a body laying in here. But I think it's a figure also. I didn't want to keep getting into it because I already told her I ain't about to pray to this thing. She talking about, you should. You'd be surprised. You may walk again. I'm like, if that happens, I'd be more scared of anything if this statue made me walk again. What did I just do? I done sold my soul to something to... Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Would you pray to the statue if it made you walk again? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just crazy.
That's a hard question.
I know,
Folks,
right?
folks going up there and they coming out healed.
I didn't see that. But see this body in here?
Yeah.
Now, I think this might be another statue or something. I'm not sure. I didn't want to get all up in it. It was already a lot going on in my eyes. Then they got the Jesus piece. But, you know, they charge people. So here's the thing. It was ladies outside on the other side. I do have it on video, but I might put together different sections and stuff for people to watch, like to go in here and all that. But they sell these candles. And so you're supposed to buy a candle from them and then go in here and light it and say your prayers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, oh, this is what this is. This is a candle racket. Anyway, that could be just crazy. But here's they do have church services here still. And so, you know, the Catholics, they got all kind of stuff, you know. They get symbols and things, which that's a whole nother story. But you know, there it is. Let me see. I got some other stuff though to get a little closer up. And then I got the videos. This is the sacred broom. No, I'm just playing. Sweep away the sins. Hey. They got stuff everywhere, man, all over the place. They had symbols and stuff. Here goes somebody in the box over here. I'm like, boy, they'll box you up like Amazon in this piece, put you on display. They didn't have no air conditioning. They had fans, though. It was hot in there, too, boy. It was like 88 degrees, 90 degrees every day we was there. Which I was happy because it was snowing and cold. I saw New York got hit with like a blizzard while I was gone. Here go the video of dude in the box. Let's see. Is it a video? Oh, wait a minute. What I got on this one? Got this big ass hat on.
Is that a cat?
It might have been. That is.
They probably got mice.
That's a night light. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, they got so many stray dogs in Panama. That's a bag or something. So many stray dogs that just walk around, lay down. They ain't nobody giving them no care or attention. They ain't bothering nobody. But there's just a lot of stray dogs.
I think there was a cat that they kept up in there trying to keep mice out.
That would have been a good idea.
You know, because that's an old place. You know, mice will get wherever they can go.
Yeah. Let's see this thing. This thing ain't no joke. He carrying a cross, and then it's I think somebody behind him too.
But you know, there's a in the New Testament where they had somebody that carried the Savior's cross when they were going to crucify him. They had somebody else carry his cross.
Yeah, because he couldn't carry it. He dropped it a couple times or something, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna go somewhere and try to bash somebody else's stuff. I tried to sit around and be quiet and peaceful. She asked me to go up there a couple times and pray to it and light a candle. I'm like, why you keep wanting me to do this? Trying to get me to partake in this. Look at the little mama though. She almost got me ready though. I'm like, dang boy.
She went over and lit a candle.
She sure did, and then she went up to the thing and started praying right in front of it.
So what she looks like to be in her 30s.
I think that was her daughter that's with her. The little thick mama coming up in here. See, they dress like that because it's hot. They ain't necessarily trying to get choked. One thing I noticed, man. Hold on. Let me pause that one. Now, one thing I noticed, I asked my mom, was like so many women, especially women. I didn't see as many men. They be walking places, but they be on like the side of the road walking. I'm like, where are they going? Like it'd be a lot of times I didn't know where they was going because it was like no stores or nothing around and this and that. They be walking. I'm like, where they walking to? I thought they may be working girls or something. And she'd be like, nah, they just going to see their friend, going here, going there. I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
So
they don't have no transit system, right?
Not like that. They do have buses, but they like old school buses that's like souped up with like different paint and different stuff. I got pictures of them and video of the buses.
Yeah.
But
So it's probably quicker for them to get to wherever they going by walking.
Look at all three of them.
You want me to say it again, right? Well, you keep doing it, so you're going to.
You hear me, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. She kept on telling me go up there. I must have talked over when she said you gonna go up there. I'm like, you want me to say it again, right? Like, dang.
You want me to say it again, right?
I'm trying to be cool.
So where she wants you to go up there where they are, where the three people
Yeah.
are?
And go and pray to the thing and light a candle.
But
I'm
they
like,
got stairs up there, right?
right. Well,
They
she
don't
knew
ramp
I
up
couldn't
there.
go. Yeah, she just wanted me to get closer. Even Nelson was praying to it. I'm like, oh man. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, you don't crash and just fall off the side of the road. If he helps with that, go for it, man. Look, this woman went up there to pray. There was a bunch of people going up there. I think my mom just lit a candle. I don't think she walked up over there. I don't remember that part at least. Yeah, that's a little clearer right there. Black Jesus. Oh, what happened to the... Well, y'all get the idea of it. Look, she recorded it too. Taking pictures.
Puerto Rico, I can't remember where we went, but Puerto Rico had John the Baptist, and they idolized him and his fight uh, for Christianity.
I mean, to remember some of this stuff is one thing, but to do the idols and all of that, that's
But
another.
I have a journal. I have a journal because I went when we went college, and one of the things that we had to do was write a journal about everything. I still got the journal.
And you did that from Puerto Rico, wrote about it in
Yep.
Puerto Rico. That's what's up.
We were down there for a full week.
Your college went there?
My the program I was in, which was called Trio Student Support Services, they took us there. I think it was like 15 of us and one guy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And then the year after that, they went to. I graduated, but the year after that, they went to Egypt.
Man, I used to always want to go and see the pyramids. Now, I would still see it, even take away the injury part, just if I was in good health. Now, I would still probably go, but the interest is different because of my thoughts on history and things, and in Egypt, and things, I don't want to get too deep in that, but that's where a lot of this stuff even come from with, Epster and his list. They got a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's that go back to idols again.
He codenamed some of his bank accounts after that. Yeah.
Exactly. So
But
I kind of know more about idol and idolatry and stuff now, so I try not to get into that as much, although we can make anything basically an idol. Like if you talk about your car and worship your car, love your car, that can become somewhat of a idol in your heart and mind.
Yeah, but
That's why I try not
even in the Bible, God told his people, if you turn away from me, I'm gonna send you away. You're gonna be worshiping gods of wood and stone. Money is made out of wood, trees. Paper money is made out of wood and trees.
Yeah.
What are cars made out of? Steel. Steel is made out of stone.
Man, I didn't think about it that way with the car, but yeah. I mean, this is all wood. Did you ever see the movie They Live? That's one of my favorites of all time. Well,
Roddy Piper and David Keith. Keith David.
There you go. It's another actor named David Keith, though. Or is it that they put his name that sometimes on stuff?
No, it could be another actor.
Okay,
Just
because
got to
it
get his
is Keith
name right. Get
David,
his
but I've
name right.
seen, yeah, but I've seen the David Keith as well though. But
I've never seen it.
yeah, I've seen it on some things, and I'm like, why did they
Oh,
put
you
his name?
seen him referred to as David Keith,
I
the
believe so.
same man.
Yeah, the same
Uh,
man. But anyway, yeah, man, I got that movie. I was just playing it in my car. But yeah, man, when he put the glasses on, these are like my They Live glasses. But no, when he put the glasses on and he looked at the man holding the money in his hand, it said, "This is your God." That's what the money, the dollar bills said. And he took the glasses off and it was like,
mm-hmm.
then he put it back on and it was like, "This is your God." So yeah, man. And that's in a way what rap music especially has become, because they all talking about how much money and stuff they got and stuff, and it kind of gets you feeling like if you ain't a baller or you ain't got this stuff, then you worthless. So then people go and work and try to get all these things, and basically it's their God. It's filling that void of, you know, working for or supporting that, and we can all be affected by that. I know
Mm-hmm.
I know majority of beginning of my life, I thought that's what we here to do, is to work, make money, have a good time, get a wife or whatever, da da da. I didn't realize a lot of stuff. Even though I saw that movie when it came out, I always liked it. And I kind of knew it wasn't just a movie because it was like so good. But then after like I got a little older and started putting stuff together, I realized, oh, they talking about the Epstein class. It ain't no aliens necessarily, because they were all businessmen and rich people and all of that, and they were trying to gentrify and do all the stuff basically. So anyway, you know, yeah, man. I try not to get into that. Yeah, I may want to get a nice car because I like it and I like the technology and it's fun and things like that. But I won't worship it, and I won't be like, "Oh man, don't put your feet in here. Oh man, it's dirty. Oh, you can't eat in here. Don't smoke." Da, 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 da." I mean, it's a car, man. You love your car when it's new. I don't even like to say love stuff that can't love you back, but you like your car and this and that when it's new. But then at the end of the day, just like everything else, it get old. You move on, you know, and you can't be you can't be that way. I just saw a video. This dude had a sweet, damn near pristine Porsche 911 that he bought in like '88, and he ain't drove it since like '92. It was a garage kept. He was selling to a guy, and he was talking about how much he loved it when it came out, but then he stopped driving it and got other things and this and that. It's like, man, you get something and then it eventually get old and you know collecting dust.
Yeah, some people will do their cars like this. They'll keep a car and they'll keep it up. And they'll tell their kids, if you mistreat this car, I'm not gonna get you the one you want.
God,
You
well,
you gonna drive this car for 3 years. Unless you get your own car. You're gonna
right,
drive this car for 3 years. And I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check this car out. If you mistreat this car, I'm not gonna help you get the one you want.
damn right. I feel, but that's more about, in my opinion, responsibility than I care so much about the car, because I actually did that twice in my life. One, I was with my son, but the first time it was this one female I was kind of talking to, and I had three cars at the time. I had a Mercedes CLK, I had the a Grand Prix wide track, and then I had a Buick Century. And so this somebody that, first of all, kind of tried to trap me because I wasn't. We messed around or whatever, may smoke or drink and end up doing something. But that's why you shouldn't mess with people that you live by, because they keep coming over and over. You can't get this separation that you may want. And this when I stayed in these condos, they weren't in a building condo, they were townhomes, but in that complex, she knew what time I'd get home or this or that. So she would walk over all the time. And she had three or four kids. 3 kids, and she lived on Section 8, didn't work, but she was a good time. I enjoyed her company, but I wasn't, trying to make her my woman thing. But eventually, you keep coming over so much and we doing so much. I can't, in my heart, I can't just watch you struggle getting on the bus or doing this or that, or you ain't got no money for your kids for Christmas presents and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be like, well, we ain't official, so I'm gonna still hit it, but I ain't got nothing for you. So I wouldn't do that. But I still, you're not a you, and we were about 30 years old at the time. So at this point, you ain't showing you very responsible. You don't even pay your own rent. You get food stamps. You can't even feed your own family. You got 3 kids by 3 different dudes. Like, I'm not giving you my stuff and getting settled down with you. Like, here it is. You can tell your people your man got 3 cars. He owned 2 houses. He work. He do this. He do that. What I'm going to tell people? She got a big booty. She give me some head. Like, I'm going to sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say? She cooked for me. I'm 30 years old. I can feed myself. Like, I ain't got nothing to positive to, you ain't bringing nothing, but you swear you on somebody level or this or that. What I'm supposed to say? So, anyway, long story short, she's struggling or whatever, ain't had no ride, whatever. So I used to let her use the Buick Century. It was like a 97 or something. It was still square box shape, and the bumper was hanging off some. But the car ran great. And if you ain't got a car, a raggedy ride be the pretty walk every day of the week, especially when you got 3 kids and one of them was 2. So, you better get your ass in that car. Anyway, she used to always want to drive my Mercedes or the Grand Prix. And I'm like, no. And she'd be like, why? I'm like, no, I ain't letting you drive. First of all, you ain't even got a license. I don't even think she had a license. Like, dude, if you crash my cars, I can't even get them fixed with insurance because I got a unlicensed person operating them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any money. How could you even try to pay me back? Like, your money is from selling food stamps. Like, come on now. Like, and I don't like to say this because it's like I was messing with you, but I was like at a distance messing with you. Like, I wasn't trying to get in it like that. You came and tried to hop on me and thinking, what, I'm going to hit it and fall in love or whatever. Like, come on, man. But anyway, I used to let her ride the car and stuff and do this and that. And the last straw, because I was like basically testing your responsibility. And she would never want to do nothing with the car or disrespect the car and all kind of stuff. Like, I don't care. You can't buy it. You ain't got one. And so she drove it one time and got a flat tire and was calling me, he got a flat, all irate. And so I'm like, all right, calm down. I'm at work. Where you at? Such and such. I don't know. I'm on the street by a church. This and that. I'm like, a street by a church. So I'm supposed to what? Drive up and down the damn city looking for street by. You need to tell me this and that. So she like, all right, I'm gonna tell you. I call you back. She called me back and tell me the address. And I'm like, I'm on my way. She like, well, I left the keys in there. I'm like, what? She like, I called my baby daddy to pick me up. I'm like, oh, okay. So you ain't never riding my cars again. You ain't never riding none of my cars again. So you leave my car on the side of the road and the keys in there because you got a flat. You ain't even have enough time to wait. I'm letting you use my car for free, and you calling some other nigga come pick you up? Man, you ain't never. Man, I ain't never let her drive with none of my cars again. Never.
Yeah.
And she
But
used to
some
always complain, damn, it's really like that? Because I talked to her probably about off and on about another 6 months until she
Mhm.
did something real stupid on Christmas. But she'd be like, it's like that. I made one mistake and this and that. I'm like, I can't trust you with nothing. You can't even be trusted with this car. You think I'm gonna
If you
let you drive other stuff and do this? You ain't even sit there with it. You just you just like, nah, you
if
can't
you
do
can't handle small stuff, you can't handle big stuff.
For real.
And what I was saying with the cars is some people do keep their cars and maintain their cars like that just to test their children. That car, you might have a car that go down for 2 generations. Your
Mm-hmm.
grandfather trained me on this car. Your
Damn right.
grandfather wouldn't let me get the car I wanted. He wouldn't co-sign unless I kept this car. So
Mm-hmm.
you gonna do the same thing. This car works. This car don't even take that much gas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching you. I'm watching this car. Now
Mm-hmm.
you want what you want. Either you gonna get it by yourself. If I'm gonna be in it, you gonna take care of this car.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get your granddad, and I'm gonna let him be in your behind and see how you like that.
Mm-hmm. Cause shoot, that's what I was gonna do with my son. I had my Chrysler Concord. It was in good condition. I was like, look, you can have this. Then based off what you do with that, then I could take you, we could trade it in and get you something else. I put something with it, a sign, cosign, whatever, this and that. He ain't want to do it that way. He went and did his own thing, bought a damn Mazda 3 for $3,000. Then that broke down not too long after. Then he got to buy another car. I'm like, dude, you could have just did it how I was telling you. You could have had a car. You could have saved money. This car already run, been well maintained. If you didn't want this, we could have traded it in. You could have put something with it. Out of cosign, you could have got you a $10,000 car. Then you'd have been riding good. You wouldn't have to worry about breaking down. A $10,000 car is good, to be riding when you 18.
Yeah,
That'll
but you
get
gotta have the foresight of it. And the thing
right.
of it is, somebody got to put you on their insurance. Their insurance got to be primo to have you on it, and
Damn.
that's part of the lesson too.
And I got good insurance because I ain't been in an accident since 15 years. So,
Okay, you messed up the car. You messed up the car. You gonna have to give me a quarter of the insurance. What you been looking for? It's a quarter, not a half. You
mhm,
work, give it up.
yep.
Unless you want to walk.
hmm But I give him his respect in trying to find his own way. But I take a little bit away because one of the things that you need to know in life is that everybody need help at one point or another. Like when I was 18, my parents helped me with a car and this and that. I had to put gas and maintain it, but they helped me get started. I wouldn't have been like, no, I got this, and then go get some ragamuffin breaking down and doing. Like I would
Hmm.
always accept help when it's needed. I ain't never been too proud to get help. Now, big is one thing, but if somebody offering you help and trying to help you, I don't see what the problem is. If it's from good intention people, your family, your father, your mother, most of the time, that's not the wrong people to get help from. Especially when you're young, that's who you should be getting help from.
Yeah,
You
but
know, I
it's
get
life
people
lessons.
have it, but you know,
Yeah, it's life lessons. You got to go through it to learn from it.
that's
You
true.
know, I went down this road and dang it, my folks were right. I went down this road and they was right. Now I know.
Yeah. The sad part is that we all got such a limited amount of time. I can't believe I'm gonna be 48 years old, man. It seemed like just yesterday. I mean, I don't feel 20, but it feel like, damn, man.
25.
Yeah, like where did the
25.
time go? Where did the time go, man? It's wild. For example, it's a good segue because I'm looking at the clock. Damn, we've been talking for 2 hours. But did you see the Tyra Banks? Uh
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that was wild, wasn't it? On Netflix. And that's been
Mm-hmm.
off the air for how long now? Damn, where did the
Dang
time
near
go?
20 years.
Man, for real. And that's crazy because I remember watching that show the first season when I moved here because my son mother, we was together then, and she used to watch it. And I remember the first year of that and the second season and stuff, and the girl cheating and all of that. And I'm like, whoa, where did the time go? Wow. Like life really does move in a flash, man. We only got a limited amount of time. But anyway, Tyra Banks, Boy, that I didn't realize some of the stuff they did behind the scenes and how they treated the people. I mean, it was wild. And then I didn't realize what's messed up. America's Next Top Model, they had a stigma against them that they didn't want them, like fashion designers wouldn't want them or whatever, because modeling, because they got a name for themselves or this or that, and to take away attention from the clothes or da 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 da. Like what?
You have to
That's
pay them more. You have to pay them more. If they're just models who haven't been with anybody that coming out the street, they new to the business, you can pay them, I
less than
guess, if they even have a scale for
I
that business.
know, right?
Or you can pay them whatever you feel. But if people know who they are, they have some notoriety, you have to pay them more.
But you know, that seems, I get the pay part, but it seems wild to me that they didn't want them at first because they had notoriety. When if you knew who they were, then people would look at them quicker and then notice what they're wearing. Like that's the whole point of having celebrities endorse things, because you automatically know who they are and then see some stuff of what they doing. I mean, I
Or,
guess my theory. I
or it
could,
could be that they would be competitive. People would try to poach them or be more demand for them to sign them exclusively to a brand. Like
you
I
would
don't
think
know about
so.
Naomi Campbell,
I was just about to bring her up, but she got famous from modeling. But she was with old Epster too. Now
but I don't know about
he got
who
so
she was
many.
signed to. But she may be signed to an exclusive agency that only work with certain brands.
Well, she's probably moved around a lot in her career.
And
She's
she's
at
still
least
doing it
50.
at her age.
She looked great, but she in her 50s. She owns an island.
I can believe it.
She got her own island. These island people, man. But yeah, she knew Epster. She in the Epstein files, the old Epster. Man, I thought I got a lot of bandwidth. I know I don't really, but I got a lot of different interests and things I do and learn about and watch and da 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 da. But this dude was involved in everything,
That
like
was his
literally.
job. That was his job to do that. And I mean, it probably wasn't like she knew him and was running around with him. He probably sought her out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Look
dude
at
is involved, man. I want to segue into him too much, but dude, come on, man. If you really look into that, man, dude was involved. Like I was saying before, I know you may not have heard, or you probably did, but I did. So a lot of the videos that I've looked at about him, I've saved into a playlist on my channel. It's called The Files, the Epstein Files. So if y'all go into my playlist, you can go and look at all the videos that I've seen, and you'll see what I've seen and stuff. And I mean, dude, those people know. He know, but it is what it is. Like that's what I was saying earlier. I gotta give him plausible deniability, because that's why, like when I was sitting with dinner with some people in Panama and they talking about they don't talk about politics or religion. I get it, because you can get into arguments and stuff, but I need to know where you stand at least. You want to be a Muslim, you want to do this, you vote for Trump, whatever. Okay, fine. But I need to know who I'm sitting with. And I think a lot of them at least knew who they was sitting with. Put it that way.
it.
I'll say that. One of the things, like, this was crazy, man. When I was leaving, because it's so far of a drive to get to the airport or whatever, hour plus 2 hours, instead of doing that and then we go and stay at a hotel my mom had, which was a really nice hotel. I appreciate everything. But while we was waiting in the lobby to leave, this white dude pulled up and got out the car, and he must have been arguing with his woman already, because he was like, soon as he pulled up and got out the car, out of a cab, and she was fine, man. I got it on video, but I mean, looks ain't everything. I don't want to keep making it seem like I'm so visual. Every woman I'm about to fall over for, but anyway, he get out the car like, get out, you dirty effing Muslim. Get out. She's a effing Muslim. She's a terrorist. And she was just walking past. She wasn't arguing with him or saying nothing. And I'm thinking, this dude crazy. And then my mom, see, if it was the rules of today, back when my mom and dad was together, I wouldn't have never been born. And they would have both been in jail because they was crazy. But
They'd
the
been
first
fighting.
thing, man, they fought a lot when they were younger. They did some wild stuff, man.
That's what passion is, man. Oh no, you gonna respect me. You want this from me. You want this from me. You gonna take that too.
I ain't never loved nobody then.
But
But she was like, oh, as soon as he go to bed, I'd tie his ass up and pour some boiling water on his ass or something. She said, I'm like, then
no,
he'd
that's your
be,
mother. Your mother said that.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, then that'd be playing into his crazy ass hand. He'd be talking about you terrorize him and they'd be looking for you on the run and all this and that, and they'd be trying to put you in jail.
Oh, she said she do that to the dude that was
Yeah.
cussing the lady out. But that dude that was cussing the lady out, and probably about a few hours, he gonna be calling, apologizing, sending her the things that he knows she likes, because that's his way. That's what he do. He pop off, but he don't want to lose her. If he didn't want to lose her, he wouldn't have been with her at the airport. That's it.
I couldn't. I get it. You probably right. People do that and stuff. But to me, I can't get that mad at somebody and then, especially a woman, and then get back to it ain't nothing and we back lovey dovey and stuff.
Cause
That's
like I
wild.
said, like I've said before, a woman will say some things to a man and then forget she ever said it. And then
That's
they'll be like, and then she'll be like, well, what's wrong with you?
true. I wouldn't want to be in that situation either.
Some
Because
people understand that's their way. That's how they vent. That's how
that's
they
true.
vent or whatever. That's their mindset. But I also know that this is the person that's got my back. That she's been with me. She's been with me through thick and thin. I know how she is when she get upset. She know how I am when I get upset. Some
That's
things you
too
got to deal
wild
with.
for me. But what you saying is true. I've actually seen some videos where they talk about what that dynamic is, and it's like the dopamine triggers in your mind with the drama. It's like you being a part of a drama or a movie or something, in the sense where it's always that up and down stimulus. You always getting some type of stimulation, and
Hmm.
people can get. It's like how people keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. You know, I should have put wild. I shouldn't even put wild IG videos.
And some people, like your mother said, she pour hot water on the dude. Dude wouldn't care. Somebody called the police, but
Yeah.
we heard screaming, And what's wrong with you? Why you look like that? Man, ain't nobody call you out this house. Just we okay? Ain't we okay? Okay, y'all go home.
Here we go, right here. Let me send this over here. I didn't get when he was coming out the car though. Damn. He said she's a effing Muslim. She's a terrorist. And then you want to stick your weenus in her? See, that's one of the things, man. Sometimes you can go so far, it come back on you. Because then, if that's how you feel, why you with them?
That,
Why you
some
choose
people say that's my person. That's my person. I know them. I know them. I know what to expect them. I know them at their best. I know them at their worst. I don't want nobody else.
I would like to know somebody at their best and worst, but if your worst is really, really bad, I'm glad I know it, but we can't be together. But here we go. Here goes some of it right here.
Fucking Muslim. Be careful. He's a Muslim. Be careful. Terrorist. Terrorist. Boy, loco.
Like I say, old dude will be back. What I'm thinking, he'll be right back.
She walking all the way over there. She trying to get the hell away from his ass. My mom. Then she's about to say, ah! She's about to say she about to boil his ass. Yeah. Like, damn, mom. Your ass is a gangster till you die, ain't you? Let's see if I can zoom in on this.
I don't even see the lady he fussing at. Who is the one in black?
Yeah, it's her.
Okay.
He was
So
trying
she's
to.
a younger woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she younger than him, man. He
Yeah,
doing
Papa
all
ain't going nowhere. Papa ain't going nowhere.
that. I
But he
feel bad
doing going
for her.
to the store.
She ain't got nowhere to go. That's the problem. He told her she a Muslim. I should have been like, Allah Akbar. He'd be like,
No,
you too?
she got somewhere to go. She can go back to her own folks and date her own people.
She did
But
good
that,
about to keep moving instead of arguing with him.
yeah, she know how he is. She can go back to her own people, date her own people. But they ain't gonna spoil her the way he does. He spoils her.
I don't know how spoiled this is. Spoiled rotten. That's the problem women don't understand when they fall into the trap of wanting a man with $100,000 or this or that. Then he pay for all these things and do this and that. You then fall into a trap of now he funds your lifestyle, and if you leave, you can no longer pay and fund your own lifestyle. Especially if you ain't married, what then you stuck with this stuff because he paying your rent, he paying your stuff, he buying you this, he doing that. Then he'll feel like he talked to you any old kind of way, and if you don't accept it, he can cut you off, and then what?
But see, though, like I said, those dudes tend to come back.
Mm,
Do you really think if Cassie never moved on,
but you
never
wouldn't want
got
that back
pregnant,
though.
huh?
You wouldn't want somebody back to talk to you like that in public and treat you that way and stuff like you property. Yeah, maybe he do come back because he know that they vulnerable and they let him back. I mean, it's a wild
Or
dynamic
did he
people
or
have.
did he go back because he don't want to be running with nobody new? Do you really think if Cassie just broke up with Diddy, but she wasn't messing with nobody else, she didn't get married, she didn't get pregnant, he knows she's single. Do you really think he wouldn't stop running with her? He wouldn't stop going after her.
That Cassie and Diddy stuff is a lot more complicated than people think. Say like she wanted to be in the music business, so he held that over her head. He was funding her lifestyle, but also she did like, at least according to some of these messages and stuff, she did like freak offs and doing this stuff too. Um, she did like living that lifestyle of luxury or living with him and stuff to a certain extent. I mean, when he was kicking her in the ass in the hallway, I'm pretty sure she ain't like that part. But
And
they
then
end up taking the good with the bad because then you'll be with what, a gym teacher, or what is he, a personal trainer or something.
yeah,
So that's why she sued to get that money, because now you got addicted to that lifestyle and now you back to working and this and that. You knew you used to just lay on your ass and get pounded and live a luxurious lifestyle. Yeah, you got treated like this and that wasn't good, but you really miss that lifestyle. So
and
having
then
bills paid and money and stuff, so they end up going back and doing stuff to get the money and thing. It's just, I don't know, man.
and
I feel
then
they're in a situation.
Jennifer Lopez, same difference. Jennifer Lopez had her own brand. She was doing her own thing. She left him after the club shooting. This dude paid
Well,
Luther Vandross to serenade her.
J-Lo was involved in freak offs too, and she was,
He paid Luther Vandross to serenade her. He was basically begging her back through Luther Vandross.
yeah, but
Now, Puppy with a dude, he'd have just found him another young thing. But
he
he was
did.
chasing J-Lo. It
Well,
took him a while
J-Lo,
to find Cassie.
well, he didn't actually find her. He took her from the music producer. Everybody he always took from somebody else. That was his thing. He barely found somebody that was on their own or whatever. Because
And
what
when he
J-Lo married already before she got with Diddy, and then he ended up taking her from her husband.
and
Or
then whenever he wasn't chasing somebody, he went back to Kim. Whenever he wasn't chasing somebody, he went
he
back to
took her
Kim.
from I'll Be Sure. So,
But
you know,
why did Kim stay? Why did Kim
the
stay?
lifestyle. She ain't about to go work at no
Yeah,
Walmart or no store.
yeah, but Kim had her own brand.
No, she
Kim was a
didn't.
brand herself. Kim was making moves herself.
She wasn't making no more. All the stuff she got, she was like working as a secretary at Uptown and
But
for
she
Andre
also
Harrell. She ain't
but
had no brand. She was working. She got
but
with
she
Al B.
had three
Sure.
brown girls. She came from that and had three brown girls with her two best friends.
3 brown girls.
Yeah, three brown girls was a promotion company, concert promotion management. That
That's
she
only
built
because
that.
she had the connections with I'll Be Sure and Puffy and them.
Exactly. She learned from that.
So she needed them still. She didn't start that on her own and then she was already self-made and then got no. Everything she did was tied into them. One of them men, or
But
it
I'm
was
saying,
Andre Harrell.
why did she keep going back to him specifically when she could be with anybody? When she was bringing in her capital.
He paid and funded her life. She wasn't bringing in no cash. She was a secretary. What are you talking about?
I'm
If he
saying she
decided that they not gonna allow her to promote none of their stuff and they blacklist her, she done. She ain't got no. How many things have 3 brown girls promote? Ain't nobody. That ain't wasn't no big company. Like, let's be realistic. She wasn't on the level of Bad Boy or
no, but she
Uptown
was
Records.
building herself. She was building it.
Through them though. Without them, if Puppy decided, look how what he did to Cassie and put her on the shelf. They could have easily put her on the shelf and didn't do nothing for her. That wasn't nothing, man. You got to be realistic with that. Like everything she had was tied in. She was a secretary. That's like saying Juanita Jordan could have been doing this or that. She was a secretary, and Michael Jordan met her, and she got this and that. I'm not trying to diss nobody and say, "Oh, well,
Yeah,
secretary."
I
Just
know.
saying, it is what it is. She wasn't David Falk. She wasn't a lawyer. She wasn't a manager like old girl. She wasn't in the Andre Harrell position. And she wasn't no marketer. She only probably decided to do that because she was with so many people around there and connections that she was like, well, let me try to use and leverage these connections into my own thing. But then she probably soon realized, just like Cassie, oh, this dude got more control over everything in my life, basically. If he decide and tell people don't use her promotions, or he tell them to use it, then it is what it is. She only was fortunate because she had them kids by him, and then by her being his age and knowing him from when he was coming up, it was only so much she would allow him to push her around. And so he had a little more respect for her in that sense than he would Cassie or young Miami, who's 10, 20, 30 years younger than him or whatever they are, and broke and young and dumb. And they don't know him other than as being this mogul. So they don't know how to pull his card. Like, boy, I remember when he was trying to get this from Andre. They can't say stuff like that because they don't know it. So he can just run all over them and take advantage of them. Especially they got hopes and dreams of being in the music business, which then they sign a contract for 10 years or 10 albums, then just put them on the shelf. And now they can't go to no other label and work. He basically stole their career and then put it on the shelf. And now they stuck with him, hoping that if I'm nice, maybe he'll make this album and get me off the shelf. Otherwise, I gotta be living this lifestyle. At least I'm not broke. I could be waiting tables or a secretary again, but I'm getting freaked off over here. Not saying that's good, don't get me wrong, but that's why they stay for the lifestyle. Then as they get older in their 40s or close to it, and then they ain't had no kids, or like Cassie finally have a kid with old boy, and so they realize it's too late now. The time has passed. just like Kim was gonna write the book. Then next thing you know, she mysteriously is gone. And she could have said a lot more with that book because she knew him from when he was young, trying to move up. So she would have seen or known about things. Allegedly, he may have did things with Andre Harrell. So it was a lot of things that, could have been said by her because she was his age and been there from the get-go. I remember when they were talking about that book, it was some people reading excerpts. I don't know how real it is or not, but Tupac, she knew Tupac. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and something about Diddy was like, yeah, you like my girl, you want some of this or something. And Tupac was like, what? No, man, something, da da da. And she was like, she felt disrespected by him offering her off like that without even talking to her. She told him, don't do that or da 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 or something. But if he would have did that to Cassie, she probably would have been quiet, you know. And so just like he blew up Kid Cudi's car or something like that, he might not have pulled some of that stuff on people his older age that was his age, like Pac. Although allegedly he did have some responsibility for what happened with Pac. Although it didn't go according to his plan. I think it actually was random when they saw at Vegas and they got into the fight or whatever. It just happened to be with people that was looking to do that anyway through Diddy. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be those people and they bumped into it, but I don't think they planned to go and get him that night. It kind of, they wanted to get him, but then it kind of happened organically that night, but and that's why old boy going to jail for talking too much. He's dry snitching on himself and writing a book. What's his name?
Keefy D.
Yeah, Keefy D. Yeah, yeah, man, that's a damn shame. I mean, it's good if he did do something to face justice, but it's a damn shame for reasons of he didn't told on himself, but also that Pac's mom is gone and she won't get to see if this is the truth and he faced justice, Um I think Tupac had a daughter though. You never hear about it. Did he have a daughter or no?
It's been so many rumors that he does have a child, a daughter, but I don't know. Tupac really he didn't find out who his dad was until he got shot the first time,
Yeah, and
and
I've
that's when
seen
his mom,
videos of that dude. He don't really look like Pac to me, but
and that's when his mother had to break down and tell him, "Yeah, that's your father," because she raised Tupac to believe another man was his father.
mm,
But he was in the hospital, shot up the first time, and the man came. And from what the story that I heard or saw, Phoenix say, "Well, let him in. He's Tupac's father."
hmm yeah, I mean, that is kind of crazy in a way. Um, I I don't know, man. That the thing with people and their father or whatever. I mean, yeah, I guess it does create a problem with a person not knowing this and that. Not to say that if you do know, everything will be great, because sometimes you could have somebody that ain't really the best person in your life. They could be a parent too.
But you
So
always need to know where you come from. It's just the option. You need to know where you come from. You need to have your form your own opinion. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Your parent need to give you that. Your mother could hate your father, but that's still your father. You need to see what she saw and make your decision. Or you need to see that he's changed or he's trying for you to make your own decision. It has to be your decision. It can't be anybody else but yours.
hmm That's a good point. Now that we'd be talking all night long, so I don't want to keep going, but I'm gonna go to this Instagram videos before we get up out of here. We'll end this on a funny note. a little bit of funny, a little bit of wild. But here's a woman. That's why you got to know who you messing with. Like you say, you want to know the father. But anyway, this woman, she out here trying to hook somebody up. I don't know, man. To be honest, she got a good attitude, and and I appreciate the offer. But I think I might have. Well, ain't no might. I definitely would have refused this one. But let's see.
What's up? I miss you. It's the fucking drive-through. Why are you standing here? Because I have nothing else to do. So I thought I'd just hang around for a bit and kick with you. And that's all.
Why she got a fork in her hand and no food? She talk about, I miss you. He like, this a drive-through. What are you talking about? So this is like in Ohio, they got the drive-throughs where you can drive through and buy snacks and beer and liquor and stuff. And she walked in the drive-through. When I first went in Ohio, I was like, what? They got a drive-through liquor store? You don't even have to get out the car. They'll serve you there or whatever. But that's what this is. She walked into the drive-through and she talking to the guy that worked there. So listen. You might want to blow job or something. Wait a minute. Let me put that back. She said,
What's up? I miss you. It's the fucking drive-through. Why are you standing here? Because I have nothing else to do. So I thought I'd just hang around for a bit and kick with you. And I thought maybe you might want to blow job or something.
ah! She said, and I thought you might. Oh, damn, man. It wasn't even sharing. Let me put it back. She said, and I thought you might want a blowjob or something. She put on her good wig, her Tasha. She put on her Tasha from Power on this mother. She said, I missed you. I thought you might want a little blowjob or something. That's all. Just blow on that little wee wee. I want to suck it off. Let me suck it.
That's the Halle Berry though. The Halle Berry wig.
Boy, she Holly scary.
I miss you. It's a fucking drive-through. Why are you standing here? Because I have nothing else to do. So I thought I'd just hang around for a bit and kick with you. And I thought maybe you might want a blow job or something. Right. I'm not for real.
She's like, for real? What the fuck? Let me suck that meat.
No, I got a wife. I just told you. I tell your boss, what's up? But I'm still gonna take you down.
She said, I want to still suck you down.
So, you ready for your job now? No. I got a whole drumstick for you. It's terrifying.
That's what they be doing to Bobby Brown.
An hour later.
Oh my God.
You remember that show being Bobby Brown?
I know. So this is fucking sex.
Bobby Brown.
You remember like Bobby Brown had that show, the reality show?
The what?
Remember when Bobby Brown, he had the reality show.
Yeah. What
they
about
went to England. They went to England and they were in the hood. And all the girls was trying to get with Bobby. Bobby telling them, I'm married. And they like, sometimes your wife need rest. She need rest. Bobby had to get up out of there.
Hell no. Yeah, he told her he married. She like, that's all right. Let me suck you down. You can put it on my titties. It's always the ones you don't want, though. I bet you if she was a dime piece, he would have did it. He'd have cheated on his wife. Men don't have nobody walk up and say, let me suck you down. But then again, you got to be careful. You better have some bumps on your wee-wee.
Yeah.
Choppers
you can never know. You can never know.
For real. You can get the herpes on them lips, and then she put it on your little weenus.
Assault. Fucking come in and get what I want. This is sexual assault. You hear me? Don't come in and get what the fuck? Why are you closing? Look, can I come with my drink?
She won't get that drink now. Look at her. Oh my goodness gracious, yo.
Yeah, this is I'll come in. You can if you want to, but okay, I'll come in, but anyway, yeah.
What in the actual? Come on, man. This is wild. Hundreds. Boy. And then I got this right here.
What in the world, man? Man, that's a quick way to get hot grease thrown on you.
Finish him. Uppercut. He hit him with a tiger uppercut. Hey, this is something that happened to me before, man. These tall dudes always swear they gonna beat somebody up and be punking somebody. Hey, man, you gotta hit them where it hurts sometime, man. And this dude hit him with the straight Hadouken, tiger uppercut. He straight finished him with one hit a quitter. And he thought he was so big gonna look and do this to him. Why? Because he a foreigner? Did you all see the video of this dude that tried to arrest somebody in McDonald's or something? Talking about he an ICE agent. This dude wasn't no damn ICE agent. He was trying to take him out the damn store.
Is
Man,
that what this is about?
nah, this dude just got what he deserved right here going behind. I don't know what he was mad about at Wendy's or wherever they at, but you can't be going behind the counter putting your hands on people. I hate when somebody, there's a lot of cry bullies out there. That's a new word, cry bullies. They want to be a bully as soon as you do something to them. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch. So you gonna come and put your hands on me and come back there and do all that as soon as I try to push you away. Don't touch me. Get your hands off me. Don't be touching me. I'm gonna call the police. Like, man, Hadouken.
Yeah, like that McDonald's in New York where them two lesbians went behind the counter on dude, and he went in the kitchen and got a lead pipe.
What?
Man, he went in the kitchen, got a lead pipe, went to work on them. If it wasn't for his co-workers taking the pipe away, he would have bust their head wide open. But the worker, he lost his job, and people started to go fund me for him to pay for his lawyer and get him some money while he try to get himself together.
That's a damn shame.
But this happened like 2010, 11.
Oh,
Woman,
wow.
they came up in that mud. They were drunk because it was late night. They were
It was a
drunk.
little more recent than that because I don't think GoFundMe was out in 11. That's when I got injured.
But they started some kind of fundraiser for him.
Right.
And he one of them was calling him a pussy, and excuse my language. One of them called him a pussy. They talking about they were gonna smack him and this, that, and the other. They came, the woman had that jumped on the counter. Her friend going around the counter. He left. Cause they
You see
already
the two
smacked the
ghetto
head out of him.
girls in there?
He left and came back and started beating them. And they on the ground hollering, stop, stop. His coworkers had to take the pipe from him.
He might have went too far if they was on the ground. They was no longer a threat.
He kept hitting them because they kept moving. So they took
the
pipe from him, and that's what saved him.
Nah, you got to only keep hitting them because they was a possible threat. Once they was down, you can't do that. That would have backfired on him. I see that how that went wrong for him. But did you see the two ghetto ass females throwing all the food in the window at the drive-through window at Wendy's? And then somebody came and threw some hot water on their ass. And while they was doing that, I think they mama or auntie came throwing it too. Like, no wonder they ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
And they talking about they want a man with $100,000. What? Ain't no man make that much money gonna deal with y'all crazy goof ass. Hey, this right here, I'm gonna play one more time. This is the definition to get knock your socks off. He knocked this dude out his shoes, man. Look. He gonna hit him with the Hadouken.
Is it Sharon?
Boom, look. Oh,
it's not Sharon.
All right. Damn, man. This thing keep cutting off. Here we go. I paused it right where his socks is off. His thing. Look at it there. His shoes. He knocked him out his shoes. He done went knee, and then you'll see him lay out before it cut off. Look, damn, man. It's not good to get beat up in public. I ain't necessarily endorsing or supporting that, but don't bully people. Who told you to go behind the counter, grabbing, putting your hands on people, this and
Yeah,
that?
don't put yourself in certain situations, man. You don't know people. You don't know who you talking to and what they'll do.
Yeah,
That
and
person might stalk you just to get you back.
for real. And Americans have a problem with dissing people because they a job. You just a fast food worker. You just this. You ain't that. Da 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 da. And that ain't cool, man. Just because somebody doing that now don't mean that's who they are the rest of their life. People got to
Hmm.
pay their bills. They feeding their family. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out committing
Hmm.
crimes. And their life already could be difficult, whatever they going through. They don't need people to add to that. Now, don't get me wrong. I got pissed as hell with them people at Wingstop. Then they start talking crazy to me. So I'm like, man, who the fuck is you? You chicken working mama? Be telling me all kind of stuff, man. You get the book and didn't that? I'm like, what? They just took it to another level, but I still wouldn't have went back there and tried to fight him or do, even if I was in perfect stuff, or go back and shoot him or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna ruin my life over, these people and stuff like that and do that. So it's not that deep. If
Yeah,
anything, I'm about to call the manager. Nah,
AJ. But you
uh,
know, T.I.'s son, his youngest son, King, he got a bad rep because he records everything he does, right?
what?
So he went to Waffle House and he disrespected the worker. So he talking about I better not see nothing, no spit, no nothing in my food, my name King, and this, that, and the other. And folks like, man, what is this boy doing?
That name
He got a
messed me
bad
up.
rep because he's disrespectful.
I
And
hate to
like
say it.
he popped off at his parents at the Falcons game.
I remember that.
And he recorded that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I
T.I.
think
had to correct
Ti
him.
Ti messed up by naming him King. That automatically gave him a big ego.
Yeah, but he's 20 some years old. And he is the youngest, but a lot of people compare him to his brothers. His brothers are not like that.
Because they ain't called King. If you
He
always call King, you might feel entitled, especially if your
Mhm.
father is famous and you born into wealth. Even though he ain't the richest man around, Ti, like some other people, he ain't broke. Ti live a good life and tiny, so he's probably felt entitled. And then by being the youngest and this and that, so I
He's
mean,
actually not
a
the
lot of
youngest. He's the
power in
next to
your
the
name,
youngest.
huh?
He's actually not the youngest. He has a younger brother and a younger sister.
Okay, but
So
yeah,
he's
it's
the
a lot of
middle.
power in your name, and
Hmm.
you know that name, man. I think it's been bringing him some trouble in a way because I'm king, I'm king. Don't be talking to me, I'm king, and different stuff. And then I mean, and then he young. He grew up in this internet culture. He got money and
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
Different. He got a lot going for and against him. You know what I mean? So, um, while I forgot about talking about this, so we'll go out talking about this with King. What do you think? So, 50 been a troll in his whole life that we've known him, and I think it's probably due to trauma that he suffered from getting shot and also losing his moms. And so he may have some jealousy issues, some other issues in life, and then mixed with people he don't like. So you put all that together and there you have it. He did it with Ja Rule. I think with the Ja Rule stuff, it was more of a marketing thing, as well as he didn't like him. Plus, Ja Rule was connected with Gotti, Irv Gotti, who had connections with Supreme, and it's a lot of stuff with them all being New York and different things or whatever. So 50 had, beef with that in the sense. especially since he probably felt he was a better rapper than Ja Rule. He been trying to do this and whatever. So I kind of get that one a little more. But then he done beef with so many people. What was Young Buck? How he did Young Buck was foul. Rick Ross
The
and what
game.
Dame, the game. But he didn't get to the game like he did others. But he did beef with him. I just actually saw a video about that with Game and 50 and the beef and how it went. Because 50, the Game in the interview said 50 wanted him to beef with Jadakiss and Fat Joe. And he was like, I wasn't gonna beef with them because we was cool. Then he was like, he was surprised to see Fat Joe and 50 cool doing a video or a song. He like, what? I just beef with them and now y'all cool. I think that was on Fat Joe's show he did that interview. But anyway, what he did with Rick Ross and Rick Ross' baby mama, I mean, come on. Didn't he get her on tape or a sex tape and stuff
Yeah,
with her?
yeah. He got cameras in his house, so everything done was recorded, and he released the footage.
Man, that was low right there, bro. And I mean, hey, I get it in the sense that like I ain't really with my baby mama and all that stuff. I don't even like saying baby mama, but we ain't together and I'm not interested and I don't have feelings and stuff like that for her, whatever. But I wouldn't want her to have a video out like that because that could be damaging to my son too.
But she walked into it. She knew they had beef, and this man taking you out and spoiling you, this, that, and the other. That's fine. But why go to his house?
Yeah. Well,
Why
that's where karma comes in
why get your
because
freak on in that man's house? Why you can't go somewhere else with the dude?
she slept with 50 or somebody
She
else.
slept with one of his associates in 50's house.
That's what I thought. But then this is where karma come in. The word karma I don't really like as much because I don't exactly believe in it, and that is some Hindu stuff. But what you put out does come back, that type of energy. And what happened with his baby mama and Diddy, I mean, hey, it's damn near what you was putting out in the energy in the world at one time. And a lot of stuff he didn't went through and stuff beef. He done made a documentary with this. So he's put out a lot of stuff out there negative, and a lot of people they could have all said what King is saying, and they didn't.
And he made a comment about Irv and Irv's death. We smoking on that Irv pack tonight. You know what I'm saying? And Irv is gone.
Man,
Nobody said anything about it except Supreme Son. Supreme Son says he is scumbag. Who talks about somebody when they die? You're scumbag.
yeah, I mean, it's not a good look. Definitely, man. Definitely. If anything, you could just say nothing at all with something like that, then do that. But I think King really hit some nerves when he talked about 50 son, don't want to be around him and this and that. He really kind of cut him deep. And I think 50, from what I heard, moved on off of King a little bit. I think
Yeah,
he brought in Beyonce mama or something.
he backed off of them. He backed off of them.
Hey,
And I mean, when you run into somebody that's just as low as you are, if you're not gonna throw hands, and it's a child talking about a grown man, he had to walk away.
for real. Yeah, man. And I think he really did have some things to say, man. I mean, a lot of people when they have things go wrong or they're hurt, they don't look into themselves or self-reflect. They lash out on others. And it seems 50 the type to go after others. I mean, even what's old boy Daryl Chill Mitchell, who was the
Hmm.
actor that's in the wheel. You see, 50 was messing with him and took his wheel off his chair or something.
What?
Yeah, now I think they was playing a little bit, but he was like, "Where my money?" or something. And he like, "What you talking about?" And he like tilted him over and took the wheel off. He like, he ain't going nowhere till I get my money or something. I think they may have been having a play beef, or maybe it was something, I don't know. But my point is 50 ain't really got no limits. He should have been a no limit soldier because he ain't got no limits on who he mess with, man. Just
Mm-hmm.
which I think at his age, because 50 is 50 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I get it. If you've been taking care of yourself, hell, I mean, I tried to take good care of myself, but it didn't work out exactly the right way. But for the most part, people today don't look like 50-year-olds did in the 70s and 80s, and they
Mm-hmm.
can feel good and look good. So maybe, you know, you could be doing some of this stuff like what he got with Jim Jones and this and that. But at the same time, man, it come a time where I'm too old for this. Reeks. I'm too
And
old.
he might know that now. He might know that now.
When he messed with King, he like,
He learned it by messing with the young boys. I'm too old for it.
hey, for real. But then what he doing with Jim Jones? Why he buying the building and kicking them out the podcast and all this? They ain't paid their bill. That's another thing though, because Jim about 50 years old too. And I'm 48 this year in September. And not that I got everything paid or whatever, but I pay my bills on time. I try not to buy things I can't afford. And yeah, I'm overextended. But I still make my payments though.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
you never know what Jim is dealing with. They had to give up the house they had, which was a big commodity.
But you
They
should
going to buy
sell
that
your
house.
house. But you should sell your if it come a time where I can't afford the payments on my house, which could happen. I mean, I ain't balling. I will put my house up for sale then. And I'll just have to sell it and move somewhere else. It's
Yeah,
better to do that than lose the house. You lose your credit. You lose whatever little money or whatever you put in it. Somebody else can sell it and buy it off, dude.
that's
Like,
what happened. He
yeah,
lost
so
the house.
do it that way.
The court got it.
Yeah, see, I would have just sold it before I did that. So, and don't wait until you behind on your payments. You know that the shit hit the fan and you ain't gonna be able to make these payments. Go list it right away because this may take a month or two or more to sell it. So just go list it right away before you behind and the bank taking it and you losing all your money you put into it and this and that. Like, I don't know. Same with a car. I get
And who
we gotta have a car in this country, really everywhere. The world has been designed for cars, damn near. But if you can't afford your payments, then either trade it in or give it back or you sell it. You got to do other things other than let it get repoed. I mean, I guess if you close to the end of paying it off and you trying to do whatever, I get it. I had to do that at one time, but I was in my 20s when I did that, late 20s, but still. And I was close to paying it off, but then some things happened. I owed like less than $1,000 after paying for this. It was my Grand Prix. I paid $15,000 for that car, and I only owed $1,000 left. And tax time was coming up, and I was falling behind a little bit. But when tax time came, I was gonna pay it off, no problem. I was gonna get like 4 or 5 bands from tax time. I was gonna pay it off. They wanted to repo it in like December when I'm gonna get my money in 2 months and pay it off. Like I ain't about to let you do that now. I done paid off 14,000, only over $1,000. You ain't about to steal my damn car and then try to put me saying I owe you probably $5,000 and you sold my car too. Hell no. So I get it. It's a lot of gray in life, but handle your business. Don't let it just get taken from you. You
hmm
know, don't let it get taken from you because they a lot of thieves out there. If something happened, I've been and got rid of my new ride and I'll just keep driving the one I got. At
Yeah.
least the one I got is already paid. Well, I got both of them. But my first one is paid in full. And truth be told, ain't nothing wrong with that car. It's probably my favorite car I ever had in my life, actually, because it just can do so much and it fits so well with my life and everything. So, but if it came down to it, my new ride, I'd give it up. I don't want to. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I was driving today and it was really fun, but you got to do what you got to do, you know? Matter of fact, here, did I show you a picture of the car?
I don't know.
Let me see if I got a picture over here saved. All these other pictures from Panama loaded up over it. So I'll show a couple pictures of my car. It's a convertible. It was a little fun ride, man. I always wanted a convertible. I always wanted an SUV, but I can't get in one. So get me a convertible. Let the top down like the strip club. Let's see. May not have the pictures on here. Let's see. All these other pictures loaded up. Man, I got a lot of, and these aren't even the phone pictures. Because on the glasses, they have they got a separate, it's an app that come with the Meta glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you take pictures, they all go in there. And then you can
And you streaming those pictures. They're not on your computer. They're on the site. They're on the app, and you just stream them.
uh-huh. That does say pictures. Like, so what I was showing are the ones I did with my phone, actually. So sometimes I took stuff with my phone. Sometimes I took it with the glasses. But that was with the phone.
So that's at the house. That was at the house, your house.
Yeah, that's at my house.
Definitely now you back with it.
Yeah, that's my babies. If you're going to be on wheels, rolling style, right?
Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that.
And I had to pull up. I had to get me one of them passport. I'm going to become a passport bro. Get me something nice on there. Roll with me. I always wanted the 500 SL. This is a 550, but the same thing, 500 SL. I always, damn, I didn't hit this thing. But yeah, that's always been a nice little ride. So, yeah, I like that profile. This car is heavy too. 4,000 pounds for a 2-seater. It rides so smooth. It rides smoother than my other car, which is big, but I don't know why this is so much smoother. It's got probably reinforced frame, even more so than my other one. But anyway. All right, brother. It's what? Damn near 1:30. Been talking
Yeah,
for a minute.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, Jay.
Oh,
Glad you made it back safe. I hope Data Moore is doing good. I told you, I commented on your live, bro. I thought you were gonna be coming home to footprints on the ceiling.
damn near. When I came home, the damn fire truck was here. He was confused in the living room. I'm like, oh man.
He's okay.
Yeah, he all right. He's still stubborn and don't want to listen. I'm like, you can't do this. You got to do that. I'm not doing that. Be like, oh my God.
By and by.
For
Hopefully by
real.
and by.
Man. I hope he listen and get it together. But, we'll see. We'll see, man. He tried to drive me crazy. He want me to do things that I can't do. Only thing I can do is tell you how to do things. And if you don't want to do it, Well, that's where it ends. I can't pick you up or move you or do this or do that or fix this or jump and do that or da 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 da. I'll tell you how to use this equipment or don't do this or use that and do this or don't do that or wear this or do that. And if you don't do it, well, that's the end of it. Well, ain't nothing else I'm about to do. I couldn't if I wanted to. So, I mean, I didn't do that with my son. It's like if they tell me to use this slide board or use the hand controls to drive or whatever, I'm not doing that. And then I try to use a stick to do this and I crash or do this or that and I'm falling or whatever. Like, why would I do that? Who am I trying to prove something to? Like, I wouldn't put myself at risk or others at risk or stress out my son or somebody on something that could have been prevented. So, anyway, that's a whole nother story. Hopefully he watch it and watch this video and learn at the end. Why don't you listen and do better for you, not for me? Yeah, if you do better, it helped me because I won't be stressed. But it's for you. It helped you, you know. But everybody, I guess, man, we all living our own little story, and I guess some people is more aware of their life story than others. But you know, hopefully they figure it out, man. That's all we can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Speaking of that, on the thing, I'm gonna talk about it because I missed a lot of shows and stuff while I was gone. I'm gonna look for that Power trailer, but it's a show on HBO that was on last night that I saw. This crazy. It reminds me almost of what I was just talking about with Pops. It's called Neighbors, and it's damn near like they got the third episode dropped today, but they basically go into different locations around the country talking about neighbors and their disputes and they arguing with each other and ready to fight or go to court and all this stuff. And it's like it shows kind of how far we've fallen in a way because it's a lot of this stuff is ridiculous. And if we were more, everybody say they, well, not everybody, but a lot of people claim they Christian or da 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 or their faith, but they don't love their neighbor and they don't, talk with their neighbor and listen to their neighbor or something. And I'd rather adjust some of my behavior than be arguing with my neighbor where I live and going to court or beefing and doing so much stuff. I would hate to have to do that where you live and you got to do this. I mean, I would just hate to have to go through that. So I don't know all my neighbors in this little cul-de-sac so well, but in my little housing area, man, people are nice. They wave and go by and stuff. I mean, it was some bothering me about my garbage can, but I tried to work it out the best I could. You know what I mean? I just didn't be like, man, screw you. I tried to do what I could with that. They left me alone. But I just would not want to be arguing with my neighbors, man. Good grief. That's where you live. You got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about the person next to you or a couple doors down wanting to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, man. So, anyway, it's a good show, though.
Sounds like it's traumatizing.
No, it is. It is. It kind of make me appreciate my neighbors and stuff. Even
Yeah,
where I lived before, I had good neighbors. So, I've been fortunate.
it's like I can't watch those Tubi movies because certain plots are repetitive.
I've
It's
never
like
seen
this
a Tubi movie before.
these couples they get together and they scheming on each other, they scheming on other people. It's not good for your mental health. It makes you sad, depressed, angry, and they ain't even talking about you. And you're not even going through it, but looking at it.
Right. Well, that's a new study that came out. I know I keep going and going when I say I'm about to get out of here, but a new study came out that they said your brain don't know the difference. So like if you being negative to yourself, or if you talking about something from a show or something or different things, sometimes your brain can't tell that you just talking or that it actually happened or didn't happen. And that's how you can feel that stress and trauma and stuff, because your brain absorbs it as if it happened to you or you in it or whatever. And that's wild, man. That's wild, man. So that means I wonder how long they known that. Because that means they've been messing with people for a long time with programming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's called programming, so that lets you know, but it's wild. This dude put some dog doo-doo on their damn front walkway.
Let's
See?
end on that one.
Yeah, I know, right? These neighbors are crazy, man. I'm gonna say amen. My neighbors ain't pooping in my. I'll be back Sunday night. I'm gonna try to start coming a little earlier, like 9 or something. Get a little bit of more time so people don't be close to going to sleep or leaving to go to work or whatever. And I get it. So try to go live at 9 and we'll make something happen. Talk about some other stuff going down. So, man, I appreciate you coming through, big dog, and enjoy talking to you always. And
I appreciate you, Jay. You have a good night.
yeah, you too, man. I think I might go to get me some White Castles or something. Let's Taco Bell. I need to sit my butt home, man. Stop buying this junk food.
Hey,
But
you ain't get no more factor boxes?
nah, and you know what, man? Why didn't girls give them all to my dad while I'm gone and he ate all the ones I had saved?
You know that was gonna happen. You know,
He talking about, I didn't know. I thought it was the Meals on Wheels.
well, you wasn't there, so you know you gonna eat.
Man, he got his
Man,
own
if
stuff
that
he got
food
to
sitting
eat.
in the refrigerator, he ain't calling no DoorDash when that stuff sitting up in
He
there.
got plenty. He buy $300 some worth of food to eat every month by himself. He ain't hungry.
But
I
but
don't
he
touch
put it
none of
up.
that stuff. He eating all that food and they ate it. That's them being lazy because they supposed to put a couple of them Meals on Wheels in his refrigerator so he can warm it up on the weekend, and they just gonna give him all my stuff.
Oh, I ain't know that. I ain't know
Yeah,
that.
it ain't that he ain't eating. They got all he cooked. They cook all kind of stuff and making them pork chops and chicken. They cook all that. They don't. I don't eat one iota of his food. Nothing. Not a grain of rice. Nothing. Not a Pepsi. Nothing. He eat $300 something worth of stuff every month. Close to $400 worth of food every month, all by himself. All he do is eat 3 times a day. I need breakfast. I need a lunch. I need a snack. I need to eat. Damn, man. You could put it away. I buy that stuff and then I save stuff because I know I get tight at certain times and I ain't got that much money. Or if it's late, I don't want to do something, I can go and warm it up. And then when I go, it's all eaten. So you eat all your stuff and you ate my stuff. I pay you back. How you gonna pay me back? You can't afford to buy for me and you and stuff. And I buy the stuff over time and stuff. But anyway, man. Then it make me feel like I'm being petty or something. Like what?
No, it's just a struggle of life.
Man, you ain't lying. That's all right. I got it set up now where I got my own little stuff in my garage. So I got
There
a
you
freezer.
go.
I got a freezer and a refrigerator there. So you
Had a
ain't
boy locked behind the safe. Had a retinal screen. Had a retinal scan.
yeah, it definitely
Pops
got
be
a
trying to
lock
get
on
in.
it.
The safe say, "Pops, you ain't Jay.
I know, right? They gonna say, take your hungry
Here,
ass
take a brownie. Take a brownie.
out, man.
That's all I can get."
The man, don't even start with that. They've been and came and raided my supplies. It's always something, man. But anyway, like you say, it's just part of life. It's always something, you know. Always something. So, but yeah, man, we have a good night, bro. And
You too.
yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Everybody that stayed to the end, y'all some soldiers. I appreciate you. And
Night all.
yep. See y'all on the next one. Peace.